Hello, internet friend, and welcome to episode 10, the finale of Underbed here on 20s for Days. And as usual, we've got the same five dickheads rolling virtual dice and role-playing like beasts. I'm Jay. I'll be your DM for tonight, and then from this episode on, it'll be changing. We'll be moving on to a new scenario, a new game, and that should be rather interesting. But before we get into that, all right, let's focus on the now. It's the last episode, Underbed. It's all coming to a head. Before we crack on with the recap, I will let my players introduce themselves, starting off with Addy.
I'm Addy, playing, as always, Ready Tuxman. Looking forward to a positive outcome. But we shall see.
Jake.
Jake, playing Chip the Potato. Yeah, pretty keen to see how it all pans out. I feel like I'd like to be a bit taller, so I might look out for some longer legs throughout the...
Okay.
Always.
Nathan.
I'm Nathan, playing the Magnificent Butcher, hero of the people, everybody's best mate, always tells the truth, always here for everyone else in the party, definitely has a good perspective and perception of all things going on around him, and he just wants to be a little bit taller, you know, so I might be on the lookout for some longer legs.
And Rana.
I'm Rana. I'm playing Theodore, the teddy bear paladin. Entirely positive about how this is going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing can go wrong. Teddy is certain.
Fair enough.
The complete, unwavering faith only a bear can have.
Like everyone else, I'm pretty pumped for this one. I've been gearing up towards it for the whole 9 episodes. This is it. The team are going to encounter the big bad evil guy tonight. Well, who knows, it is D&D, but we're going to encounter a big bad evil guy tonight. We're going to have a fight, and things are going to be awesome. The story that I've come up with should hopefully, providing they survive, it'll be a great one, trust me. Really excited to show you guys what's going to happen here in Underbed. So, quick recap from last week's escapades. Butcher, Reddy, and Chip, as well as Wode and Jack, were plummeting off the many tiers of the cesspool fountain and the edges of Underbed City, body surfing and body slamming their way through each of the tiers until they finally reached the base of this enormous cesspool system, and then struggle to pull themselves out of the canal of filth that have been spewing from this meat grinder up the top there. But they managed to do it, and they managed to get themselves clear of the area. And Wode led them to a abandoned part of the city where they took refuge in a very dilapidated abandoned house previously owned by monsters who were sympathetic to the children that had been taken into their city by the big bads, and unfortunately they had suffered at the sheriff's wrath previously, so they're no longer there. But the guys managed to get themselves a little bit of a kip, intermittently broken, however, by Theodore on the phone through Chip's spare parts that are still in his backpack. Theodore, meanwhile, with the children escaped from Underbed City, made their way through the bogs and the marshlands, avoided, impressively avoided, I might add, an encounter with a gigantic oil cat in the swamp, and then made their way via the Deadwood and the River of Filth to find a small hidden village, an underground mound, if you will, full of other toys. These toys had, like your crew, made their way down into the underbed, chasing after their stolen children. However, were unable to return them to their beds in time, and thus became trapped in this nasty little world. You met the leader of the group, Gumby.
Good old Gumby.
Who proceeded to give you as much assistance as you needed,
The top bloke.
using his. You're only saying that because of the prequel that we did. Using his tamed digger, he has promised you a tunnel and safe passage back to the city, so you can marry up with the rest of your crew, while he and the other toys keep safe the children, so that you can then go in, collect your girl, and hopefully escape back to them, and then find your way back to their door among the tunnels. However, he throws you a bit of a curveball, and whilst you were relaying all this information back to the other team inside the city walls, you were led to another room within the hidden mound, and there upon a bed, sleeping, you saw Billy, Cecilia's brother,
Dun, dun.
who promptly woke up, stared at you with bleary eyes, tears still drying underneath them. Teddy? Cecilia's Teddy? What?
And
What
I
are
told
you
him,
doing here?
don't freak out. Don't tell your mother. We're getting you out of here.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I think the question, Billy, is what are you doing here?
Well, I was having this horrible dream, and something dragged me under the bed and through some tunnels, and then I woke up, but I wasn't in bed anymore, and I was here, and this green guy said that he'd look after me, and what's going on?
So, Billy, I'm going to need to ask a lot of questions so I can figure out the best course of asking. Okay? So, how long have you been down here, Billy?
I don't know. I haven't got a watch. I don't know time.
That's okay, I don't either, Billy. Have you seen Cecilia?
Well, not since we finished school and came home.
Do you know where your door is?
My door.
It's the
Oh,
way
my
out.
bedroom door.
Yes, your bedroom door. We need it.
Well, it's in my bedroom.
Classic.
Good to see school's helping you out, Billy.
What do you mean door?
There's a doorway under your bed. Like this.
Under my bed?
Under your bed. Yes, we're under the bed. Okay?
It doesn't
Door.
look like under my bed. Where's all my used socks?
We're a very, very long way down, Billy. And I'm not going to answer that question.
Are we in the
Your mum-
basement?
Further than your basement, bud.
Who's older, Cecilia or Billy?
It's
Billy.
Billy. So, there's a secret door under your bed. Door opens.
You
Monsters
mean my
coming
dream
up.
was real?
Are we in a dream? I mean, I'm a talking bear, so I think this is a dream.
Well, this feels pretty real. I mean, I tried to wake myself up and I haven't. Yeah, so I'm kind of freaking out right now.
Billy, it's a thing. It's called sleep paralysis.
Oh, Teddy.
You're very, very, very deeply asleep, Billy. And I'm gonna
Okay.
fix it.
Can you
So
can you help me wake up?
I need
I
to
wanna
get your
go home.
sister.
Wake up.
I
We
want to
need
go
to get
home.
Billy. And I just kind of give him a little hug.
Can you take me home, please?
We need to get your sister too.
I don't
Okay?
like this place anymore. I want to go home.
It's okay, Billy. I don't like this place either.
What do you mean, get my sister? What are you talking about?
Your sister's in here too.
What? The green guy said it was just me.
You know how dreams are weird, Billy, and one minute you're walking along and the next time you're flying with an elephant? Yeah, this is one of those dreams, buddy.
What? Oh god, my head hurts. What is going on?
You're gonna stay here.
You little bastard.
You're gonna stay here.
What?
You're gonna
No,
hang
no,
out with.
you said you
No,
were going
no,
to get me out of here. I want to
Yes,
go.
but
You're going to get me out of here.
I need to go get your sister as well. Okay?
What's-
I'm gonna go fight monsters.
Where is she?
And like Teddy kind of does like a little circle, you know, he kind of plunk, 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 and like spins around in a slow circle. And he's like, that way. And he points off.
Gumby sort of looks at you and he's like,
That
"It's the other
way. And he's like, so we're gonna go. Well, I'm gonna go get your sister because I can
You can't, no,
fight.
don't leave me.
Wait,
Don't leave me
and
behind.
I'm gonna get you some friends.
Friend, I don't want friends. I want to go home.
Are you sure these kids are really nice, Billy? They're gonna come with us when we leave.
What kids?
Kids!
They're all asleep.
Oh, they're all asleep. You wanna go? You wanna go see them, Billy?
Okay. You
And
promise you're not a monster too?
look into my little button eyes. Do my button eyes look monstrous to you, Billy?
I don't know. It's kind of weird. You got real dead eyes, but you're moving and talking. It's just weird. I don't get it.
I give him a little hug.
Oh, it feels nice.
It's all good, Billy.
You're working.
He follows you out into the main hall.
Yeah. I show him where the rest of Jack's crew are.
Oh, wow.
See?
Who are these guys?
These are my friends. They're the Tubbs kids.
Tubbs kids?
Yes.
I don't know any Tubbs kids. Are they new to the neighbourhood?
Yeah, they're going to be moving in real soon, Billy.
Jesus.
Let's see, I remember Philip. He was the one who yelled at me. Or the one that glared at me. I remember Jack.
It's Francis, actually.
Sorry, Francis.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem with being a bear. I am a bear of very little brain.
That's right, just name him whatever you like.
That one's Susan.
But he's a boy.
Don't argue
They're all
back.
boys.
Nobody likes anybody talking
Anyway.
back.
So, I'm just gonna, try and help calm Billy down, because apparently Billy doesn't have the answer to any of the questions I'm asking. So,
You're gonna leave me here with these guys?
with the nice kids?
What if the monsters come back from under their beds?
No.
Hopefully you'll man up by then.
The monsters are very, very far away at the moment, Billy.
You sure? You promise?
I promise. Pinky promise, and I hold out a little nub of fur.
This is so weird.
Yeah, dreams are like that, Billy. Don't worry, you'll forget this all when you wake up.
I hope so.
Just remember one important thing.
What?
Don't be mean to your sister. And I'm gonna tell her don't be mean to you either.
Well,
God,
I said I wasn't going to remember anything, so what's the point in telling me that?
Oh,
Because
I'm
if
gonna
there's
drop kick you,
one
Billy.
thing-
Billy,
One thing, Billy.
you're whacking my bad tits.
All right, man, you're not there, eh?
I'm like Teddy carefully puts a paw over the ear and the mouth.
Mm.
They're
So,
all standing around me with my mouth open, listening to this whole conversation.
so he doesn't know Cecilia's missing. He's not 100% sure when he's taken. He doesn't know how he got here because he was asleep. He doesn't
Well,
know.
if you listen to it, he was taken from under his bed, and then he was taken into the tunnels,
Mm,
and
But-
then he woke up here.
yeah,
Full of
so
excuses.
he doesn't know the A to B's.
No, but
What
there might be someone else in the room who knows where he was in the tunnels.
And I'm going to talk to them after, but for now, getting information from Billy was the first step, and Billy was as helpful as Billy can be. So,
Mhm.
you just set him down, gonna give him, like, my little, like, another set of rations, so juice box, gummy bears, little packet of tiny teddies and chips.
I'm not really hungry, but thanks.
I look around real carefully. I pull out a bottle of soda, slide it to him. Don't tell your mother. And then I waddle off to Gumby.
Well, George is started on the tunnel. What do you need, guy?
Where'd you find Billy?
In the tunnels.
There's a lot of tunnels, Gumby.
Oh yes, there is. Yeah. No, we found him in the tunnels closest to the mountaintop.
Do you do you know where his door is from there, or was he too far away?
Well, he was at the base of the mountain, so I don't know from there. I mean, we found him at the base, so he could be somewhere on that mountain.
How long ago did you find him?
Or last night. Well, this night technically. I mean,
Now,
the nights. I don't know if you noticed or not, but the nights here go for a long time.
yeah, we've. I mean, the entire. I don't know how long I've been down here, but I
Mm.
mean,
Time works a bit differently down here.
so do you think Billy hasn't been down here long enough for his door to close?
Well, no, I mean, we only picked him up a while ago, so his door should be open, eh?
Okay.
So long as it's still night time where he is, then his door should be open.
Oh, please, daylight savings!
If the sun touches their bed before they're back in it, that's when the door closes. Don't you know this, man? I thought you were
No,
the guardian.
I've been alive 3 days.
That's right. You
Changed
said
every
before.
time.
You're only small, aren't you? Yes.
Yeah. I've had 0 life experience, and they haven't told me anything. Just
Good.
watch the kid.
This is a pretty good experience, wouldn't you say?
I preferred the tea parties.
Tea party.
Yeah, I love the tea parties. She used to give me a little glass with an umbrella in it. I got to wear a dress. It was really pretty.
Aren't you a boy?
And
Well, I mean, you know.
It's 2021.
don't you enforce your gender norms on me. So Gumby wouldn't know anything about Cecilia, would he? Because we've
Well-
already talked about Cecilia before.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if she's still alive, then she'd probably be in the pits.
And that's
That's
where the
where
rest of the gang
that's
is.
where your guys are going. Yeah. So let's say we hurry this up, and we can get into the tunnel, and I get you to your friends.
Hey Gumby, one final question.
Sure.
You said that the door only closes when the sun touches their beds, right?
Yes.
So what happens if the shades are drawn?
Oh, come on, man.
Oh, come on, man.
And Teddy's just blink blonk.
That's just. Come on, man. You're being pedantic about this.
What's pedantic mean?
It means you're being a dick. Let's go. Don't read too much into it, eh?
My name's not Richard!
This isn't a breakdown video on the YouTube.
What's YouTube?
Here we go.
Jesus Christ, man. Can we go or not, eh? You're wasting my time.
I'm walking along following Gumby.
Alright, good. Let's go.
And he leads you down this tunnel that he's digging,
George.
and you see George just there, like, and he's just like through the ground. And behind him is like this makeshift sled that he's pulling along behind him. And Gumby just sort of hops up on the sled there, and he sits down. He's like, pats on the sled next to him. He's like,
Oh boy. Yeah.
All aboard?
Boing!
Yep.
Teddy just leaps over the edge, he's upside down, legs in the air, and he kind of just wiggles himself upright.
Don't worry about the kids, eh? We look after all the kids, and then when you guys get back with your girl, then we can get you up to the mountain, and you guys can go out through the door, yeah?
Yeah!
Cool.
You guys sound awesome, Gumby.
Pardon?
You guys are awesome. Do you want to come with us?
Come with you?
Yeah, out the door.
But what about all these other kids down here?
We're taking them too.
All of them?
All of them. Gumby,
Like all of them?
I may be 3 days old, but I've decided I want to be a parent.
Dude,
And I'm
I don't
adopting
know.
all of
That's
them.
a lot of kids, eh? I don't. Wait until you see the pits, then you'll know what you're in for, eh?
That's okay. That's a lot of papers.
Chip's ears just pricked up. He's just got like this bad feeling. Kind of shudders and then
Listen,
goes back to sleep.
If you've got 40,000 kids running in a line,
Listen,
nothing more terrifying.
little bear, listen, we got a few hours before we reach the, what did I say? It was the statue that we're gonna meet the guys at?
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
see?
left-hand side.
Yes, on the left-hand side. Very good, you remember.
Yeah.
You should probably have a rest, eh? I'll
Yeah.
keep watch.
Actually, yeah, I can have a small rest.
Cool.
So is that an 8-hour or?
it's a few hours, yeah.
I was
Right.
just double checking because the other gangs had an 8-hour. Yeah.
Yeah, basically. So everyone's had. Let's just say everyone's had a long rest at this point. So as we leave you now, gently snoring on the pallet that is being dragged behind.
Please tell me that
George.
it's got like a mesh so that you're not just getting blasted in the face.
There's like an old dirty rug, like an old play mat,
Yeah.
with like where you used to put your cars and that around the streets and stuff. Like one of those old sort of mats. There's one of those over the slats. And you fall asleep, and you're just hearing, Gumby like,
Oh, very good boy, George. Little more, good boy.
George is the best boy. See, he's a good boy. He sounds like a good boy.
And from there, we'll now go across to Butcher, Reddy, and Chip, who are waking up from their sleep in the abandoned house. Wode is standing over you three now, and he's like, "Right, we've got to go. We've waited long enough."
Do you often watch people while they're sleeping? That's pretty
weird.
creepy.
I don't sleep much. Look, I'm not
Because
really.
you don't put in any effort during a fight. You don't need to.
Even Jack in the background is just like, oh, bleh, sick burn.
All
Chloe
right.
just sort of looks back at Jack. Jack is like,
All right.
my fuck.
I just sort of stand up and have a big stretch. Just like sort of wiggle my arm that's not too flash hot. I'm just like, alright boys, I don't know about you, but I think it's probably a good time that we get moving.
That's what I was just saying.
Oh shit, where did you come from?
Alright, lads.
Oh,
I reckon it's time that we get moving to that statue thing on the left. We'll meet Teddy there.
Not a bad idea there, Butcher.
Glad I came up with that idea.
Alright, so you guys move out, and it's still night time. You're bouncing around through the side streets and that sort of stuff. It's all very abandoned. There's not really any sort of activity going on here. Eventually, you find yourselves moving uphill, and you come to a small sort of crossroads, if you will. And in the center of this crossroads, there's a statue. And the statue is just this random piled tree-like structure, but it is made entirely out of bone,
Leg bones?
like leg bones and hands, and hands, wrapped around and gripping each other and stuff like that. And
nice
from
world.
what you can see, they are not adult bones.
Jesus. This is the place, Woad.
Boy, this is it.
If that is in fact your real name.
Oh my god, would you stop about this? After everything we've fucking been through.
Oi. Anyway, so this is the place I suggested we
I'm
went.
risking my neck to get your girl back. When my kids need help, I need to get to them.
You left your kid. Your station was with Billy.
Lord help me. Look, let's go over there.
I
Out of
saw
the
this
street.
one last time, just like reach for his face. Just like,
Pull on his face and it's like,
no.
let's go over there out of the street.
Alright, I reckon we go over there, out of the street. What you reckon, ready?
It could be a good idea.
You fucking asshole. He storms off. And then you guys are sitting there and you're waiting for a while. But eventually you hear a rumbling from underneath you, and the ground just starts to sort of shake and shift. And from underneath your very feet, the ground sort of pushes up into this small peak, and then the earth sort of cracks and splits open, and you guys take a few steps back. And as you do, you see these little squid-like tentacles start poking through the dirt like this, and then you see the sharp teeth underneath.
Pull out the cookery.
And then from underneath you, this massive explosion, just jet of dirt and earth, basically the same thing, and rocks and stuff, just fountain up. And as the dust settles, you see a large digger standing in front of you, just.
What the?
Hi guys!
Holy shit!
Theodore!
And from behind this digger, you see Teddy and a Gumby figurine step out.
Theodore!
Hi, I made some new friends! This is Gumby, and this
Hello.
is George!
I'm Gumby, this is George.
Jesus
And I just
Christ.
throw a cracker on the ground for George.
The fuck is that thing? The fuck is that thing?
Fucking
What do you mean to
Gumby.
George?
What is going on?
He goes over
George
and
was
starts
What's
sniffing
a Gumby?
I'm a
George.
Gumby, hi. Are you? Oh, you got to be the potato, yeah?
That's Chip.
Who, me?
You mean could be? You're obviously the potato. Nice to meet you.
He holds out his little Gumby hand.
I wouldn't touch
Oh,
that if
yeah.
I were you.
You know I can hear
Why?
you.
That's
Contagious.
Butcher.
Never know what he's gonna do.
Do you know this Gumby?
Yeah. I
And
don't
you're a
hitchhike with
Gumby.
strangers.
I push my way past Gumby to Theodore.
Oh, okay.
Ready.
I just sort of like look down and put my hands on my
good.
paws on his shoulders. Theodore, are you okay?
Yes, I made some friends.
Well, I can see that. They're a bit weird.
They're great.
Yeah, well, you say that now, but...
George helped us dig a tunnel to get here, and Gumby's looking after all the kids.
yeah, okay, well,
It's
maybe...
it's not just me, you know. I've got a few friends back in the village.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's better.
I don't believe him.
We've got a whole bunch-
Well, if Theodore thinks he's okay...
Gumby's been really nice to me.
Oh, thank you, guy.
Uh,
Yeah, bet he has. It's all a ploy.
I don't know the guy.
You must be Butcher.
What do you mean it must be Butcher? I know you.
What?
Do you not remember?
Sorry, no. What
I
are
had
you
a
talking about?
How long you been down here?
Oh, God, years, I think.
Interesting.
I'm gonna waddle off to Woad.
How are you, Teddy?
Hey, Woad.
How are the kids? Are they alright?
They're all good. We made a
Thank
new
God.
friend.
New friend? What are you talking about?
Yeah,
You got a new toy there,
um,
Gumby.
well, no. He's quite tall, and his name's Billy. Don't tell Butcher; he'll freak
Wait.
out.
What? Our Billy.
He'll have an aneurysm.
Excuse me.
Well, that was
Our
a,
Billy,
that
she's
was
down
a
here.
good sneeze. So good you made the internet lag.
Shit.
That
Yeah.
was a good one,
Can
mate.
I make a perception check to try?
Oh, you hear it.
Oh, I hear it. Oh, sick.
Yeah. Our Billy's down here.
Oh,
Billy?
What do you
Woad-
mean, Billy's
Woad,
down
he's
here?
gonna have an
What?
He says
aneurysm.
Billy's down here.
What's,
Whoa, this is
what's
your
this
charge.
our Billy business?
It's not my fucking job.
It's
It was
not
your
our
job.
Billy, it's your Billy. Billy's a little
I was
bitch.
the entertainment. Bugsy was the protector.
Um,
You fucked off for tail.
so did Bugsy. You had a job to do.
What the
Well,
fuck is Billy doing down here?
Oh, there's a good
I left
question.
Billy in your
Guys,
charge,
I
and now
don't
he's
think
in the
you should yell
underbed.
so much, eh?
Well,
Attract
I mean,
the wrong people.
you don't get many opportunities to have a good yell, Gumby, so you might as well get them while you can.
Oh, okay.
Wise words.
Guys, you really shouldn't yell so much, because
Gumby,
you'll
shut
probably
up.
attract the wrong people,
I really want to stab
especially
him.
being so close to the pits.
Like Teddy's just
Well,
gonna
you're right, that
waddle
was
over.
good to get it out. I've been whispering for so long,
Yeah,
sneaking around and stuff. Oh, it's great. Cool.
it is.
It's like clearing the chest, even.
Yes, it's good to get it out every now and again, especially if it's
Yeah.
word. Just yell
That's
it.
cool, man.
Fat.
I might do that more often. So, I'm gonna take Jack back to the
Just
hills.
stop yelling for a second. Seriously. I know we've had our differences in the past, but stop yelling. You're going to get yourself killed. 'Cause
I
I'll
don't
throw
know
you in there
you, man.
first.
I don't know you at all.
Fucking Gumby, tell you. You meet one Gumby, you've met them all.
I think Gumby's pretty great.
Thank you, little guy. Look, I'm going to take Jack, and we're going to go back to the mound with the other kids. And then
They'll be-
I'll get a tunnel dug back up to the mountain, close to where his door might be. You'll probably have to find it yourself.
That's all good. We should be able to do that.
Which
Okay.
direction is the mountain?
Up.
We'll follow the tunnel.
I turn and look.
Right, gotcha.
So when you guys get your girl, you can come back to this spot, take the tunnel back to my place, and there'll be another tunnel. I'll leave like a balloon or something, so you know which one. Because I'll be honest, I got a lot of tunnels, and you can follow that one, and that will take you up to. Oh man, the dog farted. That will take you up to the mountain.
Gosh darn it, George! Man, George.
You really shouldn't give him so many crackers. It upsets his tummy.
I'm sorry. He's
You-
been a good boy.
He has been a very good boy, but he lives on meat, so you know you give him some gluten, and he might, you know,
I'm sorry, George.
he'll be okay. Just stop giving him crackers.
Okay.
Jack,
It's
Jack,
okay.
you come with me, buddy.
Oh, I give Jack a little lunchbox set as well.
Thanks.
Oh, it's been a long day, Jack. Thought you might be hungry.
Yeah. Thanks.
Jack, manners
What?
maketh the man. It's always good to be polite.
It's okay. Teddy doesn't mind.
Can I go now? I really want to see my brothers.
Well, I mean, I'd like to little instill a life lesson that it only takes a second to be courteous.
Why don't you instill it to your girl when you find her? I'm going but to see
Or
my
I could
brothers.
break both your fucking legs right now.
He's back.
Can you imagine, like,
So you
a
listen to me,
10-year-old boy.
Jack.
being threatened by a teddy bear?
It could take a second of your time to genuinely say thank you for something that somebody has done nice, or I can haunt you for the rest of your fucking days.
Jack sort of looks down in his left hand there, and he just sort of like starts scraping his table leg or his chair leg club on the dirt. I don't let no toys tell me what to do. Not after they failed me like they have.
Well, that's all right. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, and if you want to live down here for the rest of your life, that's fine too. I mean, we can just accidentally leave one door open, but that's all right. Bye. Yeah,
Gumby, meanwhile, he's just like looking over this. He's like, wow, this is getting dark. Look, I think I'll take Jack now, okay? You guys are getting very serious here. Let's save that for the bad guys, yeah? Okay, come
Yeah.
on, Jack.
They're all a bit cranky. And I hand Reddy a packet of chips as well.
Thank you, Theodore. See, that's how it's done, Jack. Jack, you little bastard.
He's already disappearing down in the hole, and they're gone. Right, so now it is you four are reunited, and Woad remains with you. Wait,
Right, Teddy.
Yep.
let's go
Plan
get
of safe.
your girl.
Let's go. Let's get Cecilia. We've got this. I've made this big plan. Right? We're going to go
Oh,
into
yeah?
the pit.
What's your big plan, eh?
We're going
Tell
to
me.
send Woe. We're going to send Woad in.
I like it already.
I like it.
It's only because you don't know the way, you daft prick.
I look
We're
at
gonna send
Woad.
Woad blindly in front of us by about 10 feet.
Can I windmill behind him?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
I
I'll
mean-
start practicing.
Ready,
I'll
you
do the
tire
kicks.
yourself out.
No
Uh,
wonder your kids got fucking taken. Look at you.
yeah, I know.
Billy is down. What do you mean?
For the
Hey,
last
Woad.
time, and he pokes you in the chest, Billy was not my responsibility.
Hey, Chip, what's that in the
That's
opposite
possible.
direction? What's that thing over there? What's that? What's that over there, do you think, Chip? It's a
Look,
thing?
mate.
It's a thing.
You can have your perception of things.
I'm like
Your
watching,
charge
pretending to eat popcorn.
was with Billy. Now it's your opportunity to save him. I'm here for Cecilia. Let's just go.
After
Man.
this, I never want to see you again.
You all need a juice box and a nap.
Let's go already.
You want to have a nap?
I think you need a nap.
Yeah. I mean, I just had one, so I'm feeling great.
Yeah, you still sound a bit cranky, Butcher.
I feel fine. I feel really good. I feel good for a fight, you know.
So you guys
as
are
we're walking and talking.
So you guys are walking and talking, etc. And Wode starts scaling up some scaffolding, and you find yourselves now sort of traversing across rooftops of the city, and you come to like a very high, peaked roof, and yes, Wode gets down on all fours and he starts sort of, leopard crawling up towards the lip of this this roof.
Oh, nobody told me they'd be crawling.
So you all creep up over the rooftop peak and over this cracked horizon of tile and thatch. That's where you see it. There's a deep, deep pit carved out of the sulfur-hued stone. There's makeshift scaffolding, giant bones and lengths of blood-coloured wood strapped and pinned and pushed in against the now sheer face of stone. There's a myriad of nightmare creatures just dragging themselves up and down the gangways and ladders that lead into the pit's depths. There's torches and lanterns and stuff like that illuminating this scene of absolute despair as you hear just this constant sort of sorrowful wail of frightened children. And you see being dragged behind many of these fiends, some still scrambling against their captors, are human children of every colour and creed. The shifting columns of monsters, dragging them around, the form of which only, a diseased fancy could fathom, is dragging these children to a certain point, and then they just hoofing them over the railing. These children fall and they flop down into this large cage. And each of these cages look as if they're made of like two hands sort of clasped together, sort of like this, but the fingers are obviously really long, so they're somewhat more rectangular in shape.
Yeah.
And the monster that, just unceremoniously just hoofed it over the side there, starts dragging itself back up the gangways to the top of the pit again. The cages are quickly closed and start to be dragged by these large beasts of burden out of view as others emerge from the dark corners of the pit to replace them, just as more children just keep getting thrown in, just flopping down inside these cages. Right, if we're not too late, let's say your little girl is in one of these cages. Otherwise, she's probably up with the gold. Come on, let's get a little closer to the beast trains and have a look.
Would just having a guess, I'm going to assume she's up in the beast trains.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, for some reason
Why does everyone repeat everything I say as if it's their own?
No, that's not what I'm saying, Woad. Just because you're used to these guys.
Did anybody just hear something then?
I'm saying
I had an idea.
don't think the chances are that she's going to be down here. I feel like we're going to end up going, oh, Cecilia's not down here, and then we're going to have to travel up and up and up and up.
But I'm saying, let's go check out the beast trains, and then you've just wasted 2 minutes saying, let's go check out the beast trains. Just follow me.
Alright, there's no need to get testy, Wade.
Right.
I reckon we go
He
check out the
slides-
trains.
He slides
Yeah,
down
and-
off the roof and back into the alleyway below, and he just, as he's about to go over the guttering and drop down into the alley, he sort of looks back up at you, Butcher, and he's like,
I was just throwing some double shackers as I'm like smiling already.
yep.
Yeah, I think he's been spending too much time with you guys. No trust anymore.
So you guys all drop down back into the alley, and you're following Woad through, ducking and weaving through the narrow streets and the sidewalks until you emerge at the edge of a very high-walled trench, no more than 10 meters across. Below, you can see 2 caravans of these cages moving through the dugout. One is carrying several full loads of, wailing, sobbing children uphill, and the other is an empty cage being taken back down to the bottom of the pit as they pass each other.
This doesn't bow well.
No. Keep my peepers peeped.
All right. You follow the caravan as it moves, sort of trailing along the top of this this trench, basically.
Yep.
And it pulls up at what you think resembles kind of like a way station. So there's like a large, plain, smooth slab of rock amidst the wider expanse of a large canyon. So this trench sort of opens out into a large sort of canyon almost. High sides all around, and you guys are all just like laying down, peeking over the edge into this canyon there. And you see several amorphous blights standing either side of the station. You can see the tops of the several, city houses peeking down over the top there. And if you look further beyond the edge of the canyon, sort of off to like beyond the way station there, you can see a light in the distance and the vague sort of outline of a tall, roundish sort of building of sorts. You see the guards break open the first cage and begin to forcibly shovel children one by one out of the cage. And each child is flung forward onto this slab where a globuled, fat pipe of flesh wraps around them and pulls them off their feet. You follow this appendage as it rises to its origin, and you find this flabby collection of mouths all modeled together. And from atop its, mixed mound of dry and some unsettlingly wet lips, you see a face emerge from the toothless smiles of several clumped openings. And it regards this child squirming against its grip, and it snorts. Yeah, boy. He tosses the child down on the slab, and the blighted guards sort of shovel him off to the left and out of sight. The process repeats, and the next child undergoes its scrutiny, picks it up. Another boy! Tosses him down, and again, shoveled off to the left-hand side. Woe just sort of looks over it and he goes, there's the way station master. He sorts out the kids.
Sorts out the boys and girls, right?
Yeah, right. He sent the boys off to the left. They end up back at the cesspool, and the girls all end up going to the Gould.
Let's head that way.
You see the creature sort of reach down, grab another kid. A girl. It places the girl down on the slab, though. This time, it's with the care and caution that a parent would offer a newborn baby almost. This sobbing girl is then moved over to the right by the guards and placed into a large cage where you see several other female children are huddled and crying together. This cage is now full and it begins to lift off the ground. And as you see it lift off, you sort of track up along this armature, basically, and you see this cage basically looking like that. And you follow it up, and there's this titan, tall, spindly-looking thing, no face, just real long, stretchy sort of figure. Just and the cages just seem to be growing out of its the end of its hands there, as it carries these children away into the darkness and towards that far light and circular sort of outline that you could see previously.
Well, that's not too fucked up.
I expertly suggest that we follow that cage.
Great idea. Glad I thought of it.
This is really ominous.
Sure.
Yes.
So you guys follow it, sneaking your way along around this canyon there, and eventually you find yourselves on the opposite end of this canyon. At one point, you can see this creature sort of pass by, and it's monstrous. Like, it is barking tall. Like, it's like watching, an apartment block walk past. It's that big. And you briefly see at eye level these cages of little girls all crying and moaning and stuff, passing you by.
Keep going.
Gumby's right. I'm gonna need a bigger house.
Okay. So you continue, and eventually, weave and duck your way through, several sort of stone pathways and culverts and little rocky outcrops and stuff like that. And eventually, you guys find yourselves standing at the base of a large, decrepit-looking coliseum. Several pillars have cracked and fallen away, and most of the structure is sort of covered in these thick, unnatural, tubular sort of vines that seem to be growing around it. But they're not like any plant life. They seem to be more anatomic in nature. You see this this monstrous titan has sort of standing in amongst the Colosseum now, and then he's just sort of like shakes his arms a little bit. You hear like, and then and it turns around and it starts just walking back towards the way station in the far distance.
All right, can we see or hear anybody else?
At this stage, no. You just hear like sort of muffled, distant sort of wails of all these small girls
No.
on the inside of the Colosseum.
All right. Get closer then, I think.
Yeah, Teddy definitely wants to.
Cautiously.
Which is in for some close quarters action.
I don't much know my way around here. I've never been this close to the Colosseum before. Roman hats.
First time for everything. Let's go.
All I'm hearing is excuses.
Guys are seriously the fucking worst.
Yeah, I'm sorry about him, Wode.
Look, there's light coming out of that platform there. Maybe we can get a bird's eye from there.
Yeah.
So, he starts climbing up along the along this vine-like substance, clinging to the walls.
Yep.
And eventually, you guys all sort of creep up over, and it's that typical movie reveal shot where they crane up over the back, and you can see in the center of the Colosseum, there's a large sort of circular floor, I guess you call it. It is all stone, very, very old, and again, this living vine work just seems to be, crisscrossed all throughout it. And at the far end, you can see a very dark sort of shadow cast across one sort of end of this this circle, and you can just sort of see a large shape amongst the shadows there, standing or sort of huddled in the center of this Colosseum there on the grounds. There is about 20 odd young girls, and around them are three fiends. Now these fiends, they are not very pleasant to look at, I must say this. They are just the darkest version of a toy that you could probably imagine. Okay, one of them appears to be formerly a tin soldier, so the wooden ones, but his hat is all chipped away. His skin is no longer like a wood complexion; it is more fungal in nature. His eyes are black and missing, so it's just some holes in the sockets there. Its mouth is sort of like it's hanging down like they normally would, but then it's sort of kinked off to the side a bit, and it's holding this like sort of sharp pronged or bayoneted rifle thing, but it doesn't look like a gun anymore as such. It looks more like just a long, thin bone, and it's sort of growing out of two stumps instead of having hands. So it's like permanently attached to its body. And its belly is all bloated and distended. And it's horrible. And the two other ones appear to be some sort of decrepit-looking stuffed toy creature. Again, just picture the darkest version of a stuffed elephant that you can. Not fat and bloated, this one. It is just skinny as fuck. Like it's completely anorexic and all its skin is sagging, and you see like this draped over rotting flesh sort of thing. And the third one is the third one is a Stretch Armstrong, but all his limbs are like permanently stretched out, like they are just massively overstretched. And again, his skin isn't really rubbery as such; it's more turned to like hard, like a hard substance, almost like stone. And they are all standing around these 20 odd girls, and you just hear from across the way, you hear a big booming voice. It fills this great hall of the Colosseum with this pathetic sounding moan. Bring the next one.
Handbag left?
The
My joke, you son of a bitch.
I was going to say, that's Ken's sorcery. All
the
this.
Stretch Armstrong reaches out, grabs up one of the girls, and just starts like monkey crawling his way over to this shadowy area. You
While
place
they're
the girl down in front of her. It's
while
like,
they're doing that, is there like can we sort of sneak closer, or is there no real cover,
mm,
or like go around the
around.
side, or
You probably could. There is like piles of bones and stuff like that all around the edges of this Colosseum ground. Um, yeah, there's like a couple of old statues and stuff like that, but it's mostly just like piles of detritus. So you've got like piles of all these old shoes and piles of clothes and bones and this, that, and the other.
yeah. All right, try to get a little closer.
Okay. So you guys start crawling down, I guess, inside that, and then you're ducking down behind the nearest pile. In this case, it's a large pile of shoes, and you're sort of peeking out over the edges. Are you all behind the one pile, or are you sort of splitting up a little bit around?
I defer to a combat expert.
Split it up a little bit, but still within assistance range of one another. Like we can get to each other pretty quick.
Oh, within 30 feet. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so you do that. So, Reddy, you can be behind the pile of shoes.
Sure.
Butcher, you are you and Wode are now behind the pile of bones, and Chip and Teddy, you both can be behind the pile of old clothes.
Yes.
Fuck, did I get stuck here behind this thing with you?
I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't want to fucking hear it. You
I'm
choose
not
now to
fucking
fucking bring this up. Are
I've
you
al-
fucking kidding me?
Of all the places to hide, you
Of
choose
all the
here.
times to bring this shit up.
I came here first, and then you choose
Fuck
my
you.
hiding spot.
Fuck, this is my hiding spot.
I'm gonna keep an eye on whatever's going on.
Yep. So just to let you know, okay, so if we picture that's the Colosseum grounds,
Yeah.
okay, this far end up here, that's where the shadow is, where this booming voice is coming from. In the center is where the 20 odd girls are with
Yep.
the other guards around them, and the guards are sort of standing behind the side, behind, and the other one is now up just before the shadow, having just dropped this little girl in front of it.
Yeah.
So when he returns back, he's going to be on the right hand side of them, if that makes sense.
Yep.
Okay, so there will be a guard at some point in the clock ray, 9, 6, and 3,
Yep.
behind this group of girls. You guys are sort of spaced out on the left hand side here, so you're about 30 feet away from each other around these 3 piles, just around this sort of section here, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So how far are we from the girl?
Right, so it's basically the size of a football oval inside here.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. There's no small sprint. Alright. So it's a proper 100-meter dash to get there.
Yeah.
Alright.
Excuse me. So
Sorry, give me 2
as you guys
seconds.
sort of come down and you climb down into your hiding spots, you keep watching. You see this girl be dropped off by the Stretch Armstrong looking guy. Drops down in front of there, and then he just sort of stands there behind her, just looming with his big stretchy arms all sort of mangled up. And you hear this booming voice once again. He's like, "What's your name, little one?" And this little girl is just standing there like, "Oh, there's no need to cry. I just want to know what your name is." Maddie. Maddie. Oh, what a beautiful name. Would you come closer, Maddie, so I can see you a bit better? I don't want to. It's dark there. It's like, are you afraid of the dark, Maddie? Well, there's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. It's only me. Are you afraid of me, Maddie? Mm-hmm.
Maddie's smart.
The Hamburglar for sure.
It's Ken.
Don't you want to play with me, Maddie? Don't you want to be here and help me and look after me? I can look after you. I want to go home. Why would you want to go home, Maddie? Everything you need is here. I'm here. I'm here for you. No, I want my mummy. You don't need your mummy. You need me, Maddie. You need me. And you start to sense the urgency in this figure's voice is starting to sort of grow in intensity. He's not exactly liking what he's hearing from this little girl.
I'm gonna start getting closer.
You're going to creep closer.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep making my way along the edge.
Okay,
Close to
so
where the figure is.
it is somewhat dimly lit at this stage, and so there is a little bit of shadow around the edges, but obviously the darkest part is at the end there where this voice is coming from.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get around towards him.
Okay, cool. What I'll get you to do is roll a.
It's not bad. It's what are we, an hour 15 in, and it's the first roll of the night. It's pretty good.
Fuck, I can't even think of what I need you to roll now. That's great.
Stealth.
Stealth, that's the one.
I'm a DM.
Yep, okay. Awesome.
Did that? I'm just
Yeah, that
scrolling.
worked.
Oh, thank.
That worked. So you're creeping your way around to the left or to the right?
I'll continue. You said left. We were on the left, yeah.
Yeah, so you're on the left, sort of bottom left-hand side of this.
Yeah.
This
So
ground.
I'll continue clockwise then, because that'll probably get me there faster than taking the whole.
Okay,
way
cool,
around.
cool. So you're sort of creeping around behind, and you pass behind Reddy, behind his pile of shoes there, sort of peeking over the top.
I'll
He sort of snatches back a look and sees you sort of creeping around behind him.
Yeah, I kind of like point at my backpack with the ear poking out and thumbs up, keep crawling.
Okay. So you guys are all just sort of drawn in on this scene that's unfolding at the end of the ground, and you hear the mysterious figure booming voice again. But Maddie, you don't need to go home. You don't need your parents anymore. I'm here. Don't you want to be with me instead? No, I want to go home. This place creeps me out. But this is a lovely place. This is my place. I built this place. Why wouldn't you like it? I mean, I don't understand. I did this for you. I'm doing this for you. Stop crying. Stop it. You shouldn't be crying. You should be grateful. I do all this for you, Maddie. For you. Now you're crying. I just want to go home. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to be with you, Maddie. I want to be with you forever. And I'm not going to let you go. I'm not going to let you go. You're not going to leave me like the others did. You're not going to leave me. I don't want to be alone down here, Maddie. I need you to stay with me. Please say you'll stay.
Fucking red flags going off.
Serious therapy going on.
Maddie, please. I'm not the bad guy here.
Oh, he's
I
the bad
just
guy.
want you to stay with me. Don't you want to stay with me, Maddie? I mean, I'm not like these other guys. I'm nice. I'm lovely. People love me. Why won't you love me, Maddie?
Fucking hell, serial killer alert.
I'm just gonna keep on creeping on.
Same.
Okay. I don't even know what you look like. How can I love you? Don't worry about that, Maddie. We're all beautiful on the inside.
The fuck we
Why don't you
are.
come sit with me here?
You haven't seen what I've
Come
seen,
sit
you
with me,
bastard.
and you'll feel better. I know you will. Come give me a cuddle.
Let's take you
Can
on
you
now.
give me a cuddle? I don't want to. Come on, Maddie. Please, I just want a cuddle. That's it.
Where's
Just a cuddle, Maddie.
Chip during all of this?
Just
He
picking
was
up a
still
bit of
back at
speed.
the other.
If you could take the shot. If you've got a clear shot, take it.
So you still can't quite see this creature, whatever it is.
We can't see it
She's
we
like-
can't see his face, or we can't see.
You can see like a rough sort of outline. You can just tell. You can tell it's big, whatever it is, but you can't quite see it.
I'm about ready to throw a garbage can. You know.
How far away is it?
It's so you're all down the bottom, man. What's the diameter of a football field? Like 100 meters?
I don't know,
yeah, give or
man.
take.
I don't do sports. We play
Neither do I.
D&D.
One of you Blood Bowl guys. What's
Yeah,
like
100
one
meters.
corner to one corner? 100 meters.
Oh,
We'll
that's
call it 100
corner
meters.
to corner is a bit longer, but
Okay, so we'll call it 150 meters. To that guy.
nah, shit, we've got to get way closer.
Out.
Probably should edge closer than me.
How close am I getting?
So you are sort of skirting around the side. You're now passing Butcher and Woad at their little hiding spot.
Right, I'm gonna just fucking. How far away is Ready from me?
Ready is about 30 feet.
So we can see each other.
Yes.
I'm gonna go out there.
Woad just sort of like places their hand on
going.
his shoulders like, don't you fucking do it.
I'm fucking going.
Not now. You're fucking crazy. You don't even know what it is.
Focus. I'm just like standing there, just like ignoring Woe, just looking back at Ready. I'm like, it's time for the gun show. Yeah. I just whip out the microphone. Put it back, you know.
Woad is like wrestling with this microphone. He's like,
Just hanging off of it.
I point at Butcher and I give him 2 thumbs up.
What's hilarious
I'm
is
in.
neither of them realize that the microphone doesn't have batteries in it.
Doesn't need to.
so across the other side, you hear this monster. He's like, why won't you come over here? Huh? Why won't you come to me? No, all I want to do is love you. You know, why won't you come to me? She's like, I don't want to. Should I come over there to you? No. It's like, I'll come to you. Don't worry.
I'm
we
going
can
over
be
there.
friends forever.
I push Woad into the dirt.
And you see from
Stand up.
out of the darkness
Hamburger.
steps a
Ken.
gigantic teddy bear.
I knew it!
It is a harlequin coloured patchwork of different materials and textures which cover its mammoth form. It's got very rough hand stitching, sort of cobbling this myriad of layers together. His eyes sort of stare down at this little girl with a blank gaze. One of them is like a button that's been sewn on. The other one, and it's like sort of hanging off by a thread. The other one looks to be some sort of marble that's just been shoved into the socket. And there's tufts of cotton, you know, sort of sticking out from between the stitching and the felt. And, you know, there's bits of old sort of moss and mildew sort of clinging to its skin. It towers over this little girl. Like, it is fucking tall compared to this little girl.
Oh my god, that means we're the size of its frickin' toes.
No, because I probably didn't explain it too well in the past, but you guys are roughly around the same size as the children in this realm.
I
still,
figured we
but-
were, but I like the joke that,
Yeah.
like, the mental image to me just amuses me. That we're not the same size as the children in here.
Yeah. So
But
this,
yeah, I figured we were.
you see sort of like around its neck is like a gold sort of rope, which connects sort of its head and its body together. You see like a ratty old tag on the side of it, and you can sort of make out the lettering GULD. But upon a closer inspection of that tag, it sort of looks like it was an O instead of a U, and it's just sort of worn away. And you just see this bear sort of lop-headedly looking down at this little girl. He's like, all I want is for you to be here with me. Why won't you love me, little girl? Why won't you love me, Maddie? Don't want to leave me, do you?
'Cause you're a
Maddie's
fucking
just like,
abomination.
yes. No, you won't leave me. And he thumps down a big, massive paw next to her. She sort of jumps. You won't leave me. Another paw thumps down next to her, and he sort of grabs her up in his arms, and he's like pulling this little girl. She's screaming and squirming. He's like, "Stop it! Stop it, Maddie! I just want to love you. Why won't you stay with me? Stay with me." And the little girl's legs are kicking, and you hear.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw my hammer.
Hey!
And while they're doing that, I'm just going to try and book it closer. Like, just still trying to stick to some form of cover.
Okay.
I'm gonna stealth my way around as well.
All right. Give me a stealth.
I'm gonna step out into the open
Yep.
sneakily.
So you basically kick over the pile of clothes from the top there where you were sort of sitting. Just kick it. All these clothes just sort of tumble down, and you're just standing there on top.
Hey, big
Damn
fella!
it!
Over here!
Yes.
The bear just sort of like looks over and snaps his head over to you, but it sort of lolls, so it's like the
Put her
three
down.
fiends all just sort of like snap and turn around, facing you as well, all snarling and teeth and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a pretty big bear, mister.
Have you lost weight?
Who are you? You
I'm
can't have her.
Beetle.
She's mine.
That's
just
okay.
killed her. Drop her.
Hey, Mr. Bear.
Never. I'll never let any of them go. They've got to stay with me.
Where's Chip?
I'm just
Obviously,
gonna slowly
Everyone,
keep
please
walking up to
roll
this
for
bear.
initiative.
Strong start.
Fuck me.
I shouldn't have run.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's-
wow.
That's already Tuxpan for us.
Natty 1 followed by a Natty 2. That's beautiful. Absolutely stellar.
Okay,
performance
so
by the Underbed crew.
just roll his. Oh my god, that was terrible. Okay, so straight up we have Chip leading the initiative,
I rallied after my fucker.
followed by Teddy,
You were just full of such confidence, Chip.
followed by Reddy,
Ready.
and followed by Butcher,
What did Teddy roll?
and then...
Teddy rolled like a 13.
I can't see yours.
Gould.
Yeah, neither can I. Oh, you mental
Oh.
whispered it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cheating.
hacks for days.
What the fuck is going on? I just rolled 3 natural ones in a row.
Nice!
Yeah, good.
Yeah, chop,
We'll
mate,
take it.
chop.
He's too busy having an absolute soul.
Okay. However, one of the fiends, so the Stretch Armstrong, got the highest, so he will go first. Stretch, elephant, and toy soldier. Last. Okay. So, straight away, this massive teddy bear there is still hanging on to this little girl's now lifeless body. And he is starting to moan and cry and wail. The other monsters sort of turn and sort of face at you, and the Stretch Armstrong leaps to forwards and starts rushing towards you guys. But because of the distance, it'll take him 1 turn to get to you. He's going for the closest person, which in this case is Teddy. And I guess that will be his turn.
How close is Teddy from the big bad guy? Just to keep that in
Big
my
bad
head.
guy. I'd say you're about 50 meters.
Yeah.
Okay, Chip, you're up.
I'm going to pull out my bow arm
Mm-hmm.
on the top of my pile of bones. Clothes, I think I'm on. I'm going to knock it with my pointy finger.
Yep.
And I'm going to pause for dramatic effect and kind of
Love it.
just delay my turn until it's close enough to get a decent
cool.
shot of.
Teddy.
Teddy is going to run his 30 feet towards the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he is going to throw his little squeaky hammer of doom. Whoop-a!
It misses.
Oh shit. Is that the sound of Teddy shiting himself?
No, that's the sound of the hammer just boink, boink, boink.
Yeah.
Boink.
So you rush towards this thing. Ah! Rah! You fling your hammer like Thor in the MCU, but unlike Thor, it just sails completely past his mismatched form and just clutters down onto the ground with a couple of squeaks.
Teddy's gonna look at this guy. He's gonna swivel around like he's on a show about being in a boring cubicle workplace environment, and just complain that he can't hit the broadside of a barn, and then back to fighting.
Okay. Ready.
Caught off guard. Sorry. I will run. How far away? 150 feet, isn't he? I'll run 60.
Yeah, roughly. Because you didn't move, did you?
No, I'll run 60
Okay,
and
so-
try to find cover.
Yeah, there's not really any, but
Yeah, just whatever I can sort of at least half hunker down behind while sucking
sure.
air.
We'll say that there's like the ground is actually pretty sort of uneven,
yeah.
and there's like a couple of rises and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
just something, anything.
yep. So you cower behind a divot to catch your breath.
Yep.
Butcher.
How far away is the nearest? First off, I'm a rage.
Yep.
But how far away is the nearest dude man that I want to like pump?
So the nearest one. So you're still standing atop of your mound of.
Yeah, I sort of jumped out, started walking towards him, then I yelled out at him.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you would be about 50 meters away from the nearest guard, which is the elephant.
Okay. Well, I will move my 25 feet or 25 meters, whatever measurement we're using, and I'll move my 25, and I will hold my action of swinging away.
Yep.
With my kukri. For if I get into combat, like if someone tries to attack me, I will bring it down.
Sure.
As I rage.
Yep. From here, it is the Gould's turn. And the Gould, he opens his arms, sort of, and he's like, oh, it's okay, I'll keep you safe. And he looks down and he sees that this little girl is now expired in his arms. He's like, no, not again.
You did it, you knobhead.
Why do they always leave?
It's because you suffocated her.
Always leave?
What a weirdo. This one's got to go down, right?
Everyone inside the Colosseum here will now roll me a con saving throw. As his monstrously loud, sorrowful wails
Oh shit!
echo across the walls of the Colosseum. So anyone who did not get a DC 12,
which is everyone except me.
Yep. Now has disadvantage on their attack rolls, as you feel just this utter sadness sort of creeping its way into your soul, almost. Like it's a straight up case of misery loves company, and this bear, this gigantic bear, is just so sad that it's almost making you sad having to watch this being go through that much depression. And he reaches down and he places the girl down on the floor, and he's like, don't go, you all come with me, you all stay with me. And he reaches out and grabs two more of the girls from this group. One of them is a little brown-haired girl that she sort of clutches to his chest. He's like, you'll stay with me, won't you? You'll stay. And the other one is a little blonde girl. And he clutches her to the chest as well. And you can see a very familiar set of pajamas.
Fuck him up!
From here, the elephant.
Let loose, Chip. Let loose.
From here, the elephant
Can't fucking reach.
rushes towards you, Butcher. And with its horrid snout-like tentacle, it will swipe at thee.
Before he attacks, I will use my attack that I was holding.
I will also shoot.
Oh, get amongst him.
Rightio. Let's have
18.
it. 18 does hit.
Fuck me.
You missed, Chip.
So that's 10 damage. And I am... Yeah, no, I'm not gonna frenzy at this point.
Okay. So this elephant-like creature just comes at you, swinging its trunk, and you just just smash it across the face with your chair.
No.
Sorry, with your kukri. Kukri, sorry. Yeah, so straight up, you just... And this tentacle-like limb just flops down onto the ground, just sort of kicking like a dead snake. That's only just lost its head sort of thing. Blood is just out of the front of this thing's face.
Gross.
And it's just like... sort of choking on its own blood. But it still is going to lash out at you. And... Butcher 13. Yep. 14. Yep. So he hits. And...
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
8.
Well, unfortunately for you, it's an elephant.
Uh-oh, I'm out.
And he deals 11 points of damage to you as he sort of barges into you and just shoulders you with this great sort of bony, like, carapace almost. And, deals you 11 points of damage.
So I'm raging, so we'll have that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Next. Wode
Oh, God.
steps out from behind the bloody cover that he was in, pulls off his belt a bundle of sticks with a flintstone just next to it, lights it up, and it tosses it towards the elephant. And he hits. He will deal 3 points of damage. So the elephant creature is like just shouldered you out of the way, and as it sort of steps back a sec to almost prepare for its next attack, this bundle of sticks flies in over your shoulder, hits it square in the chest. The sticks sort of unravel and break open, and all this tinder catches fire, and you just see this thing just engulf in flames and start flailing around and wandering around.
I look at my kukri like...
And it falls face down and it's just burning.
Never
That's
done that
pretty
before.
sick.
I did that, you dickhead.
My
Cover
kukri,
me.
like...
I'm going to go for the kids.
My kukri casts fire. It's insane.
I did that, you bloody idiot. I'm going to go for the kids. Cover me.
I'll race you.
Dick. The soldier misses with his attack at Butcher. Oh, sorry, not Butcher. At Teddy.
Nice.
Teddy misses. And we are back to Stretch Armstrong. So Stretch Armstrong sort of he rushed over to... Fuck, who did he rush over to?
He was running towards me, but he wouldn't get there in one turn.
That's right. So he continues to bolt towards you, Teddy. And he will raise up his arms connected to this long sort of spine almost. And this flash erupts from the end of it, and a barbed sort of spine just shoots out towards you. It sails through the air, but it's not as fast as a bullet. It's more like a paintball, so you can sort of see it coming as it sort of lobs in towards you. But you just managed to sort of duck out of its way, and it sails past and into the rock wall behind you.
Awesome. I'm glad it didn't hit me.
From here, Chip is next. You're muted.
Yes, I am. I grumpily pick up my bow and move a bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
About 30 feet closer to be precise.
Yep.
And I take another shot.
Okay. Who are you shooting at again?
The Elephant's dead, isn't it? I'll go for the stretchy arm one.
Okay. Yep, that definitely hits, and 9 damage. Okay. So your little pointy finger sails across and hits it in the torso, just sort of off to the left-hand side there, and it sort of like reaches down to try and pull it out, but before it can grab hold of your arm, you retract it, and it shoots back into you, and you catch it with your other hand there. Okay. Anything else you wanted to do?
No, I think that's it for this time.
Okay.
You're gonna hide as your cunning action.
Teddy.
Teddy is going to keep running towards the big bad guy.
Mhm.
He doesn't like him. And Teddy is going to whack himself with divine favor as he runs. So,
Prayer empowers you with divine radiance until spell ends. Your weapon attacks the extra 1d4 radiant damage on hit. Okay, cool.
yep. So for the next 10 turns, Teddy's little sword is glowing bright yellow, all nice and shiny. That's a bonus action, so I'm gonna try and give him whack. Do I have to roll another Constitution save to try and get over this sad feeling, or?
No, because he's not doing the cry anymore.
Okay, so we're back to normal?
Back to normal.
Yeah. So I'm gonna...
Actually, just confirm. Were you guys doing your rolls at disadvantage before?
I wasn't because I passed my
no.
constitution.
Ah. I probably should have picked that up earlier. Never mind. For future reference, if he cries and you guys don't save, then I will make you do it at disadvantage.
Yeah, my bad.
It's alright. It's only the minions. Anyway. Yeah, so go ahead, Ted.
Yep, so Teddy's gonna swing away with his longsword.
Ooh, that hits.
And Teddy is going to add on his divine smite, because I remember this one from my brother. You can add smite on after.
Okay.
So that means I spent 2 spell slots. I do 12 damage, add
Add a
1
D4.
d4
Radiant.
damage,
It's 15 damage.
and 2 more for the divine smite. Should be. Come on.
17.
Wait, did that come through? The 8.
8. So is that so 8 on top of your 15?
Yep.
Jesus. All right. So that is 23 damage.
Is that on the big bear?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Teddy's just screaming, "You will put her down."
Right. So you come in and you just smash into this thing's leg, and the bear just sort of like lops its head sort of down at you. Hey, you won't take them from me.
That's
They're
my girl.
staying with me. Ready.
I'm still 90 feet away, so I shit can at another 60 feet.
Okay. Butcher.
I don't think I'm engaged in combat currently.
No.
So I am gonna shit can it to back up Teddy.
Okay,
However far away I am.
The only issue is between you and where Teddy is, there is still the other fiend, if you will, the toy soldier.
How far away is he from me currently?
He ran up a bit. He is 25 feet.
Okay. And how far is he from Big Ted.
Another 25 feet.
Okay. I will run up to that soldier or whatever and just belt him one.
Okay.
Bear with me.
Yep.
21
Oh, definitely hits.
for 9 damage.
Yep. So you come up
Hoping
with
hoping he catches
kukri.
on fire again.
your kukri, cleave off one of his arms, but he's still standing. He sort of turns and sort of eyeballs you with his dead eyes. Next from here, the Gould. Sorry, did you want to do anything else?
I've not got a lot else I can do currently other than move and hit things.
So at this
state.
Yep. So at this stage, the Gould is still gripping onto these girls, and he's like, "No, no, you won't take them from me." And he starts wailing again. Misery loves
Yes,
company.
I will.
DC 12 con save, please.
Man, Teddy is a bleeding heart.
Shit. Classic.
Okay, Teddy and Chip.
Sorry, hold on. It was everybody, wasn't it? Sorry.
Yeah. So Teddy and Chip, you both now have disadvantage to your attack rolls because of the sadness that you now feel gripping your heart. All right. And he is going to lift up one of his mammoth legs and just try and stomp down on you, Teddy. So... Ooh, he misses though.
Nice.
But
I'm too nimble and spry.
he has another attack though. And he misses again with both. So he's like... And that will complete his turn. Next is... Elfin's dead. Next is Woad. Woad comes out and follows Butcher up, pulling out another bundle of sticks, lighting it up, tossing it towards the toy soldier. It hits, and once again, Butcher, you see this fiend in front of you burst into flames,
Right.
and flail around like.
Whoa! Whoa!
It's
Check
Jack
this
continues
cookery
to
out!
burn.
All of a sudden explodes these things. Let's go! Chip! Check it
Woad's
out!
just like holding another bundle
That
of
was
sticks. Like,
amazing!
clearly me, you fuckhead.
I love how like every round of combat is actually like supposed to be like simultaneous. So it's just, you'll just be like, shoo! You're like, all right.
All right. And that is the toy soldier gone. Okay. So that should be all of them gone now. Wait, was Stretch still here?
Uh,
I
haven't
really
touched
should
Stretch.
keep better. Yeah, I really should keep
I
better.
don't think
Eyes on
Mr.
this fucker.
Stretchy's been whacked.
yeah, I think it's
Ah.
just the elephant and the soldier now.
Because he
Yeah.
was following Teddy around, but Teddy wasn't paying any attention to him.
That's right. Yep. Okay. Cool. Right. So from here we are back to the top and Stretch. So he turns and sort of gives chase after you, Teddy, and he will reach out and try to 17. That hit? No, 18. Doesn't
No.
it? Fuck. His first attack fails. His second attack fails.
Teddy is just a solid little brick.
Yeah, you are, you shit. Okay. Chip, your turn.
I will begrudgingly move a bit closer again.
Begrudging.
By another 30 feet.
Yep.
Fucking bullshit. And I will shoot at the big bad.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, boy.
20?
20 hits.
12 damage.
12 damage. Yep, cool. Your finger digs into one of its legs as it stomps down, trying to smash into Teddy. Jabs into its shin and then rips out a chunk of cotton coming with it. Just. Yep.
I'll then attempt to hide
Okay.
with my hunting action.
Okay. So as you're now roughly around the same sort of area as this huddle of small children who are just freaking out at what's going on right now, you sort of like hide amongst them.
Hide amongst the children.
What a bitch.
Perfect.
I love it.
One of them is just sort of like, can you help us? Please help us.
It's the best hiding spot. It's not going to hurt the kids. Yeah,
No, yeah. I was gonna say, isn't he?
You're a giant
Right.
sodding potato. I'm surprised they're asking you for help.
Teddy.
Yeah, it's Teddy's turn. Teddy's gonna do his best to wallop. He's still yelling at them to put down Cecilia.
Just remember though, you are at disadvantage because you are
Yes.
sad.
I sent you at disadvantage. Which is awful, because you stole my crit.
Get fucked. Yes, 22 hits and 15 and 5, 20 more damage. Yes.
Oh.
Cleave
Yeah.
off a large chunk.
Sorry, that was with my last Divine Smite. And I am I'm taking away that spell slot, and then I'm just going to add on the 1d4 for my Divine Favor.
Okay, 22 damage. So again, you just hack into this thing's shin and cleave off a large chunk of leathery-like hide and cotton sort of sticking to the inside of it, like it was almost wet on the inside, and it's just, grafted itself to the to this patchwork that you just
As
cleaved off.
as I do, I yell, "You don't make friends by smothering them."
Okay. Ready.
I sort of like have finally caught my breath. So I sort of like stand up and walk out and shout at the big thing, "You are the worst excuse for a bear I've ever seen, and I'll give you something to truly cry about." Fucking hope so anyway. He can make a shit, where is it? Charisma saving throw. DC 14.
19.
Well, that was a waste of time and effort. I mean, I could burn an inspo, but fuck it. Alright. That's
Okay.
it. That's all I can do.
He looks over at you and he's like, "Don't say mean things. That's not nice. I'm a nice bear. I'm the best bear you've ever met.
Big fucking
Who else
ass.
would go through what I've gone through?"
Fucking look at me, you whinging bitch. Fucking, do you see me having a cry? Fucking bear.
You'd be crying if you had to lose them like I did.
Fucking wah. Buck up.
Oh, my turn?
Yep.
I'm just like gloriously looking at my kukri that sets things on fire and knowing that I'm 25 feet away from the big bear. I'm a charge.
Okay.
Run over with my fire wielding kukri. Slam it in.
Let's see.
Possibly. 15?
Miss.
God, piece of shit. I will. No, that's fine. I'll save it for next turn.
Okay. Right, it is the Gould's turn. Once again, he's going to start by just wailing and holding these two little girls close to his chest. He's like, "You're not going to leave me. You're not going to leave me.
They
I
bloody
don't
well
want to be
are.
alone."
You're going to be alone for a long time, you son of a bitch.
And con save everyone.
I'm gonna rip his fucking throat out.
God damn it!
Boom!
Okay.
Shit, I'll still at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's right.
10 person, 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the only person who now feels sorry is 12
The bleeding
is
heart.
Teddy. Okay, so Teddy, you are still at disadvantage.
Yep.
Everyone else is fine. And the Gould will now it will kick out at Teddy.
I'm too cute to be punted.
This one hits. Eight plus 4, 12 damage. So he lunges out with a big foot, just belts into you, and does 12 damage as his giant foot connects with your face. Sends you back, about 5 feet. He then reaches out and kicks again, but this one misses. From here, we now go to Woad, who is moving around now. He's sort of separated from Butcher after defeating that last guard, last guard that we just did. And he's moving now towards the group of children. He reaches the side of the group there, and he sort of like puts his arms out. He's like, "Right, you lot, right, I'm gonna get you out of here. Don't worry, we're gonna be safe. You're gonna be safe. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna get you out of here. Come with me."
I pop my head up and say, "Hello!"
Oh fuck! The fuck are you doing in there?
Hiding!
Hiding, you fucking coward! Get out of here and fight me.
I will when it's my turn!
So he's gonna try and start ushering these kids out of the Colosseum. From there, we'll call that his turn. But for now, we'll just say that he doesn't actually move them until after your action. From here, we go back to Stretch, and he is now sort of standing behind Teddy with his elongated arms. He reaches out and connects. And he deals 11 points of damage as his stretchy arms just reach out and slap into your back, just almost like a whip across your spine. And that is his turn. Chip.
I will take my shot.
Okay.
At the big bear.
At the big bear. Ooh, that's a miss.
Fantastic.
Pass.
Yeah.
Shit. I will then usher the kids
With Woad.
with Wode until I get to a better kind of hiding spot.
Alright, well, he's moving away from the battle.
Yeah, any kind of mound or anything, like I'll usher them until I get somewhere close enough to shoot. And then just let him continue.
Right. Okay. Ready.
I'm going to come running up behind bloody Stretch Armstrong and just smash him in the back.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get flanking, yeah?
Yes.
$24 and a 16. Oh, poo
They
damage.
both hit.
For 6.
Okay.
Don't give up yet, Theodore. Have
So
a
you-
bardic inspiration.
No!
I'm over here too.
Next turn.
Alright. From here, we now go to Butcher.
Alright. I will just swing away. I'll do my thing. Swinging at Old Copper.
Mm-hmm.
26.
Well, that's a hit.
That does 13 damage, and I'm gonna frenzy.
Yep.
I should have recklessly attacked. That doesn't matter. I'm gonna frenzy and give myself with the bonus action a cheeky extra swing out. That's only a 10. That's
Misses.
pretty poo. That's soot and poo.
Alright, but your first hit definitely connects as you just slice a big gaping sort of gash. You sort of plunge your kukri into it and rip down as the cotton spills out around your blade from beneath the patchwork of felt and other materials. And that ends your turn. From here, the Gould reacts. You're being so mean!
You're being so mean. You're killing little girls.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to love them. They won't love me back. No one loves me back like she did. I
You're doing a
just
terrible
don't want
job.
to be left alone again.
And everyone make the DC saving throw.
Piece of shit.
Somebody punch him in the fucking throat.
About to.
Solid.
18.
Solid and consistent.
Alright, Teddy and Butcher, you're now at disadvantage.
Hang on. Let's just fucking back up. I'm gonna use an inspo. So I don't.
Oh shit!
And
Yep.
Teddy has a bardic inspiration.
Piss and
D6
shit.
if it helps.
That's the exact same
Oh.
11.
Yeah, I mean, you don't
God.
have to use it now, but
No, that's a good idea, Eddie.
Fucking goddamn.
Alright, Teddy, you're safe. Butcher, you're starting to feel sad now for some reason.
I'm not angry sad.
Yeah, you're oh, fuck.
This is my
I got used to negative emotions. I need to punch something.
The Gould. He sort of shuffles the girls both into like one arm, and then he's reaching out at you, Butcher, with the other. I will get you to make a. Oh, wait. I'll get you to make a strength saving throw.
14.
Oh, just. Okay, so as he reaches out, you feel his big meaty paws just sort of wrap around you, and you're pushing hard against it, and he's not able to close his grip around you.
I imagine him coming down and trying to grab me. Sort of nudge him away.
Yeah. Okay. He will, with his second attack, try that again.
Ah, shit. So I need to do another one?
Yes, please.
13.
Oh, still. He's still like...
He goes for another hug. Stop.
And with that, he's just going to try and like thump you now.
All right.
With his third attack. Oh my god, he fucking rolled a 1.
Yeah, boy.
So he goes... He crashes down his big meaty paw onto the cobblestones around you, and you just hear like this massive tearing sound. And he's
What an idiot.
No.
He's worse than Ward.
I fucking heard that, you prick. And at this stage, Woad is ushering the children out towards the far end of the Colosseum there now. And he basically looks back over at you and goes, I'm going to get these ones to safety. I'll be back.
Fucking leave the battlefield. What a loser.
You're a fucking loser. You're crying, you bitch.
Nice.
All right. From here back to Stretch Armstrong. Stretch, once again, will reach out with his wibbly wobbly hands. Miss. Connects. And deals 14 damage to Teddy.
Ow.
As he just smacks both hands down onto a big slap across the spine.
Yikes.
And that will be his movement. Or his turn, rather. Chip. You now have sort of perched yourself behind a small divot in the ground, basically. You just kind of melded down into the ground as best you could. Somewhat camouflaged against the yellowy brown rock.
Super. Alright, I'll kind of raise my arms up and take a shot.
Mm-hmm. Who are you shooting at?
The big bear.
Big bear?
Shit, that's
Okay.
my sword, sorry.
That hit. Oh, that is
16.
16 miss. Swing straight past him. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's all.
Okay. Teddy.
Teddy is going to blast 19 hit points of laying hands on himself.
Jesus.
Okay.
Because Teddy was messed up.
Right.
My god, stuffing going everywhere. Let me check. 1 sec. As an action, okay. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm just gonna hunker down, shield up, evade whatever the thing is to try and avoid taking
Dodge.
more
A
damage.
Dodge action.
Rob dodge.
The Rob dodge.
A Rodge. Oh,
Yep.
that sounds terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, mate. Alright, well, don't be hanging off monkey bars at night. Don't jump off them. Okay, so next is ready.
Alright, I'm just gonna smash into Stretch Armstrong again.
Yep.
That's poo. 10 and 23.
You're 23. Hang on, is that you at disadvantage?
No, did I make my save?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
only one that didn't make
Yeah.
it.
All right.
And
You
you've
just-
got flanking.
Yeah, so
Yes.
23 to
you
hit.
23 hits.
For 3
and
damage.
describe how you put this thing down.
I just like smack him right in the middle of the back, and as his spine like breaks and he drops, I just keep hammering into him.
Yeah, so this
While making eye contact with the big ugly bear.
this Stretch Armstrong dude, he's just whipped Teddy something fucking fierce, and as his arms are sort of coming back up, and he's sort of standing there like this, you've just like hammered into his spine, and he just folds backwards. And yes, as you said, you're making eye contact with the big bear the whole time.
Teddy just squeaks out, "Thanks, Dad!"
Butcher.
All right. I would ever so like to climb this bear.
Okay.
Climb.
Mm-hmm.
Up to its, if I could, up to its head, and just try and just like stab where it can't reach me.
All right. We'll go an athletics check. Yeah, you make it.
All right. And now it's attack at disadvantage, correct? Because I'm crying at someone, like crying as I'm like climbing up. This guy's worse than Ward. And I'll get up there. Fuck, come on. Nah, 9. No way.
No, you
Oh,
miss.
and I guess my frenzy attack as well. 11. Piece of
Still
shit.
miss.
Yep.
From here, the Gould, he reaches up with his free hand to try and knock you off from top him. And he connects. Uh, 11, 15. So he just reaches up, backhands you off his neck there, and that deals you 15 points of damage. I'll get you to make a dex save just to see if you stay on top of him.
Nah, natty 1.
No!
So yeah.
You go flying.
And how much?
Jeez.
15 damage?
Yeah, so you go flying and just slam straight into like this big concrete slab throne that he was previously sitting on, and you sort of slump down into it. The Gould, meanwhile, will lash out with another attack at Teddy. And that misses. He kicks again, but that connects.
Man,
And
I don't know how he's getting
does-
through that armor.
He does
Beast.
10 points of damage. As he leaps sort of like knocks Butcher off with one arm and then leaps out and kicks at you. And that is his turn. Woad has now disappeared out of the Colosseum with the children, and
Of course he has.
we're assuming that he's going to take them back through to the tunnel. Back
So where's Cecilia? Sorry, is she still up with this fucking...
Yeah, she's up in his arms.
Oh, God.
Chip.
I'm going to spring up. I'm going to pull out my pointy-fingered arm sword.
So good.
And I'm going to loke it on over to the Teddy's feet.
Okay.
I'm just going to hack,
Sure.
hopefully at the seams in the patchwork. For a critical 27.
Baby.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Fuck, how do I handle them?
which is 16 plus.
We'll just do double damage for crits. So that's
Quick math, that's what, 35?
18, 19. Fuck, I'm terrible at maths. Yeah.
Fuck it, 70.
Sorry, 94.
174.
Someone who knows maths, quickly calculate that for me.
I think Jake
7!
did it.
What was
9
it?
plus 7 is 16, plus 19 is 35.
Alright,
Come on.
and then
The
double
teddy bear knows best.
70.
that. Okay, so you do 70 points of damage. So straight up, you just come into this thing, you just
Fucking
leap up, plunge your bloody
Fingers?
fingers just straight into its belly, and you're just like just riding it down to the floor. It's like splitting open at the seams there, all this cotton pouring out.
I'm just seeing it as
Superhero landing down on the ground.
Stand up and I just kind of dust my hands off. Good job, guys!
I definitely did that.
Teddy,
Teddy is going to get up from having been knocked over again, and he's just going to limp over to this bear and just hug it.
you're gonna hug it,
Yep, he's just going to hug this bear.
okay?
And just... I don't know, he's going to try and do a persuasion / a calm down, because he's just been, like, constantly failing these rolls, so he's just feeling so sorry for this thing. I mean, he hasn't succeeded a single roll against this bear's
Yep.
complete mind-numbing distress.
Yep.
So he's just gonna hug it and apologize and ask if he wants Teddy to stay with him.
Okay.
So
So say what you're gonna say.
he's just gonna like kind of limp on over to Goldie's foot, and he's just gonna hug him, and I don't know what it's like, because I'm only 3 days old. Wow. Such life experience. And I've never had a kid abandon me before. But you took my kid, and it really freaking hurt. And I know you're really, really sad. And I know it hurts, and you're going about it very, very wrong. But if you really need a friend, I can be your friend.
You see the
And
bear
he's-
sort of lopped its head down like towards you, and you see its grip on the girls
It's
just
like-
loosen slightly, and it's like,
And I'm really sorry.
my girl didn't abandon me.
What happened then?
You were lucky. You came to a home, your girl was full of life.
Oh. Did you get a little boy instead?
No, it was a girl. She was the most beautiful girl. Blonde hair, blue eyes.
And just slowly rubbing circles, just...
Yeah, he's sort of calming down a little bit, and he's sort of like dropping down into a bit of a stoop.
And then I stab him.
I'm just thinking I've simultaneously like run up, dip my
Hold up,
fingers
hold
in.
Yeah, so he's still sort of looking down at Teddy, looking into your eyes, and you just see this deep sadness behind his sort of weird-looking face. When I came to be with my girl, I only had a couple of days with her. She wasn't well. And My mum got me from the shop. Bottom at the hospital. I got told, same as what everyone gets told. Protect your cub. Look after them. Keep them safe until they grow. I couldn't keep her safe. I couldn't stop her from not growing up. She left me. She left me. And I was all alone.
Teddy just starts squiggling his way up so that he can give him more of a hug around the shoulders.
Yeah. As you sort of do this, you kind of see attached around his neck there is this golden rope sort of thing, and you sort of follow it, and as it trails off, you see it's almost like trailing down his back, and then sort of over next to where his stone throne is, where you can see Butcher just sort of like lying back there, like, fuck, just sort of lazily floating just a couple of centimeters off the ground is this really, really old, almost dead helium balloon with "Get well soon" written
Oh,
in very
fuck.
faded letters.
Yeah, I'm hugging him a bit harder now.
Okay.
Teddy is full on ugly, sobbing with this bear now.
Okay.
While they're doing that,
I try and sneak Cecilia out of his arm.
walk up
Yeah.
to behind Theodore and pat him casually on the back.
Mm-hmm. So, Butcher, if you
And heal him for 15.
Oh, thank you! God, I feel so much
Butcher, if
better.
you're trying to sneak up and take Cecilia out of his arms, I'll get you to roll a sleight of hand.
And Teddy's just gonna, they don't tell us anything. They don't tell us about the monsters.
Oh no!
They don't tell us about the siblings and the houses and the fighting and the rooms and the Ninjago and they don't tell you about guys like Butcher. And
Yeah, I don't know where you are, Jay. Sorry, it's all good. It's all mixed up.
I know you were trying really hard, Goldie.
You know my real name. Nobody's called me Goldie in so long.
Is that what this is all about, Goldie?
I just didn't want to be alone anymore. I just wanted a girl to stay with me.
Well,
None of them wanted to stay. They all just wanted to go and leave me. Everyone. Ever. They all want to leave me.
Goldie,
I'm so alone.
you wouldn't have wanted to leave your girl.
He's back.
I may not be a human cub or a girl, but I can stay with you, Goldie.
Unfortunately, Theodore, that is something that you can't do.
I can stay.
You have a job.
And I think this job is pretty important.
Unfortunately, you have one that's higher. But look, this is an interesting land, one specially designed for monsters.
I think they weren't always monsters, ready?
Not once upon a time, but I think this land has corrupted it beyond anything that can be salvaged now. Somebody
Well,
has to take the kids home, Theodore.
No, you won't take them from me.
Come on,
Goldie.
Goldie.
They're mine. They're all mine.
you can come with us.
No. No, no, no.
Cecilia would love a new bear like you. And you can't force people to be your friends like this. You'd be scared if somebody took you away, wouldn't you?
Somebody did take me away.
And it was awful, wasn't it? And you
Somebody
hated
took me
it.
away from her. Oh, they wouldn't even put me in the box with her. I got taken outside and thrown away.
And I'm gonna... Reddy could call the council, couldn't he? Reddy called the council and put us in the council at the beginning of the episode. When you did, you put us in static.
They summoned us. I never summoned them.
Okay, just the way it's set up, because Reddy had put on the static and then we got called.
I think I put the white noise on for something else. But yeah,
Yeah,
no, they
that
summoned
was to
us.
shut up.
Hold on
Well,
a second.
Teddy is gonna try and do anything to try and reach out in his little fuzzy heart and call the council to him and Goldie.
Okay. What would that look like?
That would look like Reddy. Oh shit! Just smashing the description for Tasha's hideous laughter without realizing what button he was pressing.
Start manically laughing.
Well, that's
Super appropriate,
laughing at
guys.
me.
That would look like Reddy turning to Theodore and sort of remembering back when he was a fresh-faced little teddy bear all in one complete piece with no missing or broken parts, back when he had a full head of hair and 2 working eyeballs, and he thinks back to his original cassette tape of bedtime stories, and he leans in and pulls out the dummy cassette that he's had in forever that plays off the Walkman, and he puts in his original one and starts to press play and recites the story of the teddy bear's picnic, and in doing so burns 3 inspiration points and hopefully turns that into some form of random ulti that I just thought of then, as he regales the 3 teddy bears the story of if you go into the woods today, and hopes for the best.
A flurry of ice wind circles the 3 bears in the room, and before you know it, you are each transported into the frozen cave. The 3 great bears stand upon the shelf above you.
How dare you bring this fiend before us, Bucksman?
I seem to never be able to do anything right in your eyes, but that's okay. It's not
Because you fuck up so much.
It's easy to judge when you sit high up there, but it's not about me today.
As you say that, one of the bears appears to your left, and he's just like staring at you at eye level.
So
Yeah.
Teddy's
What's your tone, Ruxpin?
And I just sort of like bow but point towards Theodore.
Theodore's gonna take Goldie by the paw and just bring him forward. And he's glaring at all these bears. You didn't tell us! You didn't tell us how awful our job would be! You didn't tell people like Goldie that they'd lose their kids and they couldn't do anything? And you sit up there on your big frozen thrones with your cold butts and you blame us for things that we can't change. And you leave bears like Goldie to suffer for nothing. And I've come to bargain with you.
Bargain? What could you have to offer us?
I'll take the underbed. And I'll repair it.
You'll do what?
And in return, Goldie gets to be Cecilia's new bear.
They sort of mumble to each other.
He needs a kid. He needs a kid who he's got a chance of actually letting them live. Instead of a kid who's gonna die in 3 days from something he can't even do. Or fight.
Oh, he's back, turn it up.
So I'm gonna take the underbed. And I'm gonna fix it. Like it was before. When it was just a place for the toys who got lost.
I know
And in
your heart
return-
is in the right place, Theodore, but this one cannot be left with children anymore.
If he's not under the bed, then he's not a big bear. He's just a toy who needs someone to look after him. And show him that he can do some good. And he can be loved.
After all the evil this one has done,
Doesn't understand. He was young like me. He only had 3 days like I did? I still don't know what's going on. If I lost Cecilia, I'd probably be like him. So he needs a chance to do good.
The three bears all just sort of merge and morph into one multicolored bear who walks forward towards you three. He sort of stands there looking over you each.
what guarantee do we have that this one won't resort to his old ways?
You've got a guarantee from me.
He's holding children hostage right now.
He's
We'll
frightened
work
and
it
alone.
him back.
Just give him a chance.
He doesn't even have the decency to look us in the eye when we speak. Look at him,
Rather
cowering
intimidating.
in front of us, quivering like a leaf in the wind.
He's scared.
No. I'm not scared. I'm right where I wanted to be. And he lashes out, and in one fucking massive swipe, the great bear's head comes off.
Oh shit!
Blood fountains out.
Teddy just goes, well, fuck, and stabs him.
And The great bear just flops down onto the ground, his head lolling about, rolling onto the ground. The Gould sort of turns and looks at you, blood staining its arm and splashed across its face, a distorted grin across its mismatched patchwork style face. He's dead. Yeah.
I mean, I can understand that. I didn't like him either. But man,
Now no one can stop me. No one will take the girls from me again.
oh mate,
And you're back in the Colosseum again.
How long were they like gone
Man.
for, or was that instant?
I'm
Instant.
so glad I didn't miss that. That was sick. Go on.
yeah, I stab him.
Okay. Right, I'll get you all to roll initiative again, please, seeing as this is going to be a new round combat, as it were.
Fuck. I better. Fuck.
Okay.
I'm impressed that the potato, who didn't see what was going on, is the one to react first.
I'm still hitting him from last time.
Okay.
Having a deeper meaningful, and I'm bloody tearing him into asshole.
From here, Chip, you are the first in the line of succession here, mate.
I'm gonna spin around and swipe again.
Okay.
For 19
That definitely hits.
and 10 damage.
Yep. Next, it will go to Teddy.
Hey, Reddy, good news! We don't have ship bosses anymore! Also good news!
Never
We're
did.
wailing on this bastard!
Did.
17 hits.
And my extra little poink.
Yep, 10 damage. Okay, you cleave off one of these patchworks, cotton spilling out from his hide. Next, ready.
Oops. 16. 6 will miss, obviously.
Yep. 16 misses as well.
Bugger.
Swing and a miss. Butcher.
I get up after coughing up a lung. Into the fray. Can I position myself adjacent in some sort of flanking maneuver with Chippo?
Yeah, well, Chip's sort of attacking from the front. The
I'll run
two other bears are attacking from his sides, because that's where they were. And then
So I'll
you're
go in
still
from behind.
behind him.
In I come then.
Okay.
25
Yes, that will hit.
with 13, and I will frenzy
Yep.
for a crit.
Nice!
Double that damage. Why?
15, 17, 34 damage on that one. 34 plus 44, 47 total with the 2 hits.
Okay. So as you sort of leap up from off this throne that you were unceremoniously thrown against, plunge your kukri into the shoulder joint of his left arm and sort of ride it down again, similar to how Chip did, through the belly, and the stitching just twink, 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 and his arm just sort of like separates from his body and is just hanging there by a single stitch at the end, and the girls that he was holding to his chest sort of tumble away and drop down onto the floor. But Gasping
did it.
for breath.
It's like what I did.
The Gould now just like, no, no,
Yes!
you won't take that from me.
Yes, I will. I said that earlier.
And everyone make their con save, please.
Oh, piece of
As
shit. I
he
forgot about that.
balls his eyes out. Okay, Teddy, you are at disadvantage.
16.
Butcher, you're
Soft
fine. Chip, you're fine. Ready, you're at disadvantage.
Yep.
Okay. He is now going to attack, and he's going to try and grab Chip. I'll get you to make a strength saving throw, Chip.
A solid 4.
Okay.
Charlotte.
So he grips you in his massive paws, and he deals
A shitload of damage.
18 crushing damage. And you are now held until he either drops you or you pass another strength save. So he basically grips you up and he's just bear hugging you now, squeezing the life out of you, as it were. And in addition, he will kick out with his legs at ready.
Boo.
17.
I'm class 12, buddy.
Can I try and
Hug him again.
And he deals 10 damage to you, ready, as he kicks out. What are you trying to do?
trying to impose disadvantage on his hit against ready?
Sure.
I do believe it's a reaction from me, so I can do it once a turn.
Right. Okay, so I'll have to re-roll to hit.
Yep.
12.
That's my class. Still hits.
Okay, do I have to re-roll damage or?
No, I'll take
Nah.
that.
Okay, cool. So you're at 10 damage as he kicks out at you, and then turns to kick out at Teddy with his last attack. 13.
No.
All right, get smug about it. From there, we're back to the top, and Chip.
So I do a strength.
Strength
Save?
save, yeah.
Twice as good as last time.
You are still held, my friend.
Okay. Can I move my arms or anything, or has he got me?
No, you're held.
Okay.
From here, gone to Teddy.
Teddy is going to shuffle on over so that he's got flanking,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll negate.
You already had it.
Oh, cool. Then with my complete normal attack, I am going to try and get the seams on the other arm that are holding Mr. Potato Head Chippo. Hey, I'm gonna burn my inspo.
Okay.
I'm gonna save that. I don't want to.
Oh,
Fuck!
that's a double natty one.
Yeah, boy.
Wow. Right, your sword. You plunge it towards him, and it goes into his sort of in between the stitching of his arm, and just disappears into the cotton like a watch up a Christmas turkey.
I guess.
Right.
I guess next turn I'm going fishing.
Sure. Ready.
I will try to smack him again. Any chance I can get advantage? Because then I'll roll normally and not at disadvantage. Flanking? Do I get flanking or not?
Yeah, you
You're
are on the
flanking with
side.
You're already flanking.
Yep, so I get a roll normal. A 13 and a 19.
13 misses, the 19 hits.
4.
4 damage.
I will sling a bardic inspiration to Butcher.
Yeah, boy. That's what I like to hear.
Let's hear it, you 4-leaf clover token bastard.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Let's go. Now I don't think I'm at advantage anymore. However, because Chippo is he's being held or whatever. I'm gonna recklessly attack with my first attack, giving me advantage. Also gives you advantage against me, but good times, good times.
Yep.
22
That hits.
for 13 damage, and then my frenzy attack would only for 10, so that's a missy.
It's a miss. As your first one goes through, where exactly were you attacking?
Just chopping legs off, I reckon. I'm at the leg cutting stage.
Yeah, so at this stage you sort of slash in behind the knee. Pick a knee, any knee?
Left knee.
Left knee, okay, so you slice in behind the left knee and it sort of like drops him down a little bit on the left-hand side as he sort of stumbles for stability.
Yeah, sick.
Okay, it is now his turn, so he's going to react to that. He sort of turns to sort of half face you, and with his floppy left arm, he's still gripping Chip close to his chest and squeezing tight with that right arm, but he's going to fling out with that floppy left arm at you. And this one's at advantage, isn't it?
No, I'm imposing on him.
Don't.
I forgot I had that bloody bardic inspiration as well.
You can use that to also drop his hit chance by if he tries to hit you.
Okay, we might
Right,
be doing that.
2 anyway.
Yeah, sick.
So he misses. You just this floppy arm goes flailing over the top of your head. He's then going to squeeze down harder onto Chip. And that will deal.
Should probably get Chip out of there.
That'll be great.
He deals you a 10 damage, Chip. And with his last thing, he's going to start wailing and crying as he realizes that these 2 little girls are now sort of laying down on the floor, crawling away from this fray. No, don't leave me. No, don't leave me.
Yes, leave. Get the fuck out of here. Don't go too far, because we need to save you.
Everyone, do your saving throws for Misery Loves Company. Okay, good. Chip, yeah.
This is really fucking tight.
Good. Ready, you're good. Okay, so it's just Chip. Okay, and that is the Gould's turn. He's going to lastly start sort of stepping as lopsided and limpy as he can towards the girls to try and collect them back up again. Chip.
Saving throw.
Yep.
Time to end this.
Oh no.
I kind of like grab his paw and just pull it in tighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to work, but
Right. As you
Bit
sort
of
of
feeling
push
in my arm over here.
as you're sort of pushing out against him, against his sort of grip, one of your arms just collapses into you, and you no longer can use that arm. So that will
Good.
mean you are at disadvantage for your next saving throw.
Boy, you
Yeah,
won't be
cool.
able to use a bow anymore.
I'll just swap that arm.
Alright. Teddy.
I am
Quivering
gonna
now.
go fossicking through this leg to find my sword.
Okay.
So,
Investigation.
and once I find it, I'm just gonna start wiggling. I got a 3.
Can't find it.
Nah, can't.
Okay. Anything else?
You know what? I'm just gonna crawl into his leg because this will be uncomfortable. So I'm just gonna like, while I'm searching for my sword, just kind of boing, 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 boing.
Okay.
Try and throw off his balance a little.
All right. As you're doing that, I'll need you to roll a Constitution save.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm doing great, guys. Don't panic.
You are starting to realise that you can't quite breathe with all this cough.
It's interesting. I don't have lungs, but what's a lung? Yeah. Teddy will try and find his way out once he's got his sword.
Okay.
Or if not, he'll make his own way out.
All right. Yeah. Next from here we have Reddy.
so can I see Theodore squirming about?
Yes, you can see him moving around underneath the thing.
Quite disgusting.
Can I try and yank him out?
Yes,
Oh
you
no,
could.
bugger! I'm just going to go punchy.
Okay.
Do I still have flank?
Yes.
23 and 20
Both hit.
for a piddly 8.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're doing in there, Theodore, but I believe in you. Have my last inspiration.
Thank you! I lost my sword!
Oh, I know that.
I'm a professional!
Butcher.
I'll be in a flanking position for like adjacent to ready, so I don't have to recklessly attack because that's fucked. So let's go. Kukri out, swinging away. 19.
It's
That's 13 damage, and then the frenzy. Critical.
double that damage, boy.
10, 12, so another 24. 24, 37 damage total.
Okay. Yep. Where are you slashing?
Other leg.
Other leg. Yeah.
Actually, no. I might do a bounding jump and like try and slice off the arm that is holding Chip.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, you do that.
Sick.
Take off that arm.
Roll on down.
Told you I was the hero.
As you say this, the
Thank you.
Gould slams his fist down towards you, and he deals.
Oh, he's floppy one.
8 points of damage with his floppy arm. Right on top of you.
This is my strong arm.
He then swings his arm down at you again. It misses, and you hear as part of the fabric on his hand just sort of separates away, and just this little sort of tassel of cotton wool just sort of starts falling out from his arm, and you just see it just sort of like emptying as all this cotton just sort of falls out from his arm, and it just sort of starts to flap around a bit.
Yeah, sick.
And third attack, he's going to try and kick out, but he misses. Okay. And from here, Butcher, you see the chest area of this giant bear burst into flames.
Look at my kukri.
Yeah, and you look at your kukri. What the fuck? You see the fire start spreading slowly up this the creature's sort of chest onto his shoulder, where where you severed the arm, and it's now starting to catch alight the cotton from within
Flaming kukri!
And you turn around and you hear, "It's not your fucking kukri!" And Woad has now reemerged.
Chip, did you see it? Chip, did you see it?
That's fucking great.
Into the Colosseum, and he's sort of standing just behind you.
Flaming kukri.
All right, we are back to Chip.
I have a good stretch.
Mm-hmm.
I re-straighten my arm.
Mm-hmm.
Pull out my bow. And I shoot upwards towards his head.
Yep.
Which was still a disadvantage. That was at 9.
That does not hit.
Oh shit.
Misses.
I bet I'm still a bit dizzy.
So, sorry, you're rolling at disadvantage because you got a bungo arm, haven't you?
I think that's
No,
because the arm
that
was.
bung arm was only for the next save.
No, that's because I failed the.
All
I
good,
failed
all
the depression thing.
Thinking one turn ahead for you. Spells.
All right, next is Teddy.
Okie dokie, I'm gonna try and find my sword because I really bloody need it.
Yep. So you're
Yes!
wriggling around inside his torso now. It's starting to feel pretty hot.
As soon as I get my sword, I just want to grab it and just swing.
Okay, cool. You find your sword amongst the middle of his chest now, and you can feel it. You can see this yellow glow of like the fire on the outside of your skin, just in front of your face now.
Holy moly! Yeah,
And
I'm
you
gonna
can sort of see up
swing
through
and
the shoulder there.
try and get an opening out.
Okay, give me a attack with advantage then.
Oh, come on!
Sorry.
Wait, I'm gonna... Yeah! Addy gave me Bardic. Come on.
12, 16, not enough, sorry.
Oh, well.
Boom.
Yeah.
It would have been cool.
There you haven't got any inspos left?
No, I only had one.
You better have
Which
mine
one?
then. Go for it.
That's... You sure?
Go for it. Just don't roll poo.
That's a
I didn't
crit.
roll poo.
That's a crit.
Love it.
Okay, Rana.
That's what
How would you
Reggie
like to
does.
do this?
Oh, he's done.
Absolute.
Dabs.
Teddy just straight horizontal cut, like straight across the center of the belly. It pretty much just takes the entire top half of the bear off. And then he just kind of slides out this stuffing, which is probably catching on fire.
Mhm.
And it just, slips down like a bloomin' slip and slide and just lands on his butt in front of everyone.
Yeah.
And he just kind of found my sword.
Butcher just looks at his poop. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm amazing."
Turns out Butcher has telekinesis too.
Yeah.
Holy crap!
And
Maybe it
with
was a good hit to
that,
take off the arm, but Jesus.
Don't know how I got there.
the remains of the Gould now are catching fire as it lays slumped and dismembered up against the stone throne of the room.
Fire and coop.
I quickly jump in and pull Theodore out of it.
Yeah, he's slid out of it.
Ah, cool.
Whee! Theodore is gonna stand up, dust himself off, and he's just gonna waddle over to, the corpse of this bear. And he's just gonna look at it for a bit, and then just mutter a little nursery rhyme, something like Rockabye Baby or whatever, and just walk away.
Hmm. And it's at this stage you hear from behind all of you guys, you hear, Teddy?
I go and grab Cecilia.
Yeah,
Ugly man!
Oh, it's me,
Cecilia!
ugly man. It's me.
Oh my goodness, you can talk!
The grungiest, smelliest looking toys ever to be seen.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, I just quickly make sure the job's done.
Oh, it's done. He's turning to ash quickly.
Good.
So you guys are now reunited with Cecilia, who sort of wraps her arms around all of you and gives you a hug. I knew you'd come. I knew you'd save me.
It's okay,
Well, we're not
Cecilia.
safe yet. We've got to get out of here.
We got a friend who's gonna take us home.
Simultaneously, as all that's going on, you guys hear rumble from beneath. The ground splits open again. The tentacles.
George!
Out pops George with Gumby behind him.
Good boy, George. Right to the spot. Oh, man, you're such a good boy. Hey, guy. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hey, not in front of the kid, dude.
No, like you.
He walks up and he just sees this ashen corpse of the Gould. He's like, "Oh shit! You guys killed him. Good, eh? That's not good, man.
My flaming cookery.
That's not good.
I did try and offer him mercy.
Oh no! No!
It's
You
great.
guys realize what you've done?
Yes, we killed him, and now we've got Cecilia. Now we can go home.
Gonna assume something bad's gonna happen.
Let's go straight to the mountain.
No! Quick,
What's
we got to
Butcher
get
done?
in the tunnels. We got to get back right now. The whole city
Swing.
will be on us.
What do you mean? We'll just. It's all right. We'll just grab Cecilia. We'll go.
He was the only one keeping the monsters in check.
Hey?
Now they will all be after us. We got to go. We got to go right now. George, Hansi, Kat.
So now you want to go. All right.
Dives down into the tunnel.
We'll just hustle Cecilia through into the tunnel.
Yep.
Yep.
So Cecilia and this other little girl go down into the tunnel. You guys are all rushing through as quickly as you can, chasing after George and Gumby.
Priority number one is Cecilia in front of me.
Yeah. Wode's following up behind. He's like, George! Not George, fucking Gumby! Gumby! Did you get the other kids? Where are they?
Oh yeah, they're already up at the mountain there. I got the tunnel going straight through. We got to hide it though.
I'm like
Can't you hear them?
hustling Cecilia through and this other girl or whatever. And like, I just look at Reddy, I'm like, fucking Gumby, I tell you.
I was expecting you to back kick Woad.
There is a massive, screech, rumble, roar, cacophony of just all this horrible sound coming from all around you in the tunnel. It's almost as if the very earth itself is screaming at you in this sort of dark dark screamish sort of wailing. You look back and you can see over Wode's shoulder the tunnel itself, which was lit sparsely by like candlelight, seems to be getting darker and darker behind him, and you hear this massive cacophony of sound, just getting louder and louder and louder as the darkness grows inside the tunnel.
I'm
Let's
gonna.
go. Let's go. Let's
Book
fucking run.
it!
Yeah, Teddy's gonna lag with Wode and just try and make sure that everyone's staying together.
Yeah, everyone is for now. So you guys just book it, and you're running as fast as your legs can take you. You manage to start going uphill a bit, and you guys eventually sort of come out of this tunnel, and it's almost dawn. You can sort of see the red sun starting to sort of creep up just below the far horizon there. You look up and you can see a large mountain before you at the end of this tunnel here, and right at the peak there, you can see in the distance a sort of shimmering against the skyline. You look at Gumby, and Gumby looks at you. He's like,
Fucking climb!
he jumps onto George's back and just like,
Yeah!
Where's Billy?
he jumps onto George's back and he just like starts scaling over these.
Jesus
rocks
Christ!
and
I might shit can of Cecilia up. I get pick up Chip a bit. I'm like,
Yeah.
up you go. Throw him up as I start
You guys
climbing.
are racing as fast as you can climb up this mountainside, and you're looking back and you start seeing like this, like watching ants spew out of an ant nest when they've been when they sensed an attack, like just this black wave of monstrous forms just erupts from out of the tunnel, almost breaking the earth up around it as they start swarming up the rock behind you. It's like every single fiend and foul creature from the city has emptied into that tunnel. And as you even look to the side there, you can see Underbed City across the desert plain, and you just see this line of, this swarm of just black dots across the desert plain rushing towards the mountain.
That's no
And you
good.
just hear this screech carry on. You guys,
Whoa, get your ass up here.
I'm coming! I'm coming!
he's like tossing firebombs behind him.
Ah, jeez, I can't believe
It's not your fucking kukri, you got.
You guys eventually make it to the top of this mountainside there, and that's where you see Jack and all the other children standing around with Gumby sort of huddling them all together. And just next to them is this sort of shimmering door. And through the door, you can faintly see the orange amber glow of what appears to be a nightlight. You can sort of almost make out the silhouette of the bed frame. And beyond that, it sort of fades and gets a bit blurry. You can't quite see. So Billy is there, Jack's there, all the other kids. You've got Cecilia, you've got the other little girl.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hustle
Straight
them all
through.
in. Like, Teddy's gonna stand at the doorway, just go, go, go.
Okay.
So
Everyone just passes through the shimmering doors.
All right, I'm gonna be.
Who's left?
I'm left.
Gumby, what happens here?
What do you mean what happens here? Get through the door! Get your kid back to the bed!
And what are you doing?
I don't know, this is my home. I have other kids to save.
You and George can dig at least, right?
Yeah, but I mean... There's a lot of them. Oh, shit.
Gomby,
What?
let George go.
What?
Get your ass through the portal.
I'm not leaving without my George.
fuck it, he can come
can't-
too. Who gives two shits?
Get through the portal.
Come on, George. Yeah.
And he through the portal.
All right, hustle. Theodore.
Reddy's through, Chip's through.
Theodore.
Theodore's gonna yell, "I'm your new boss now!"
Theodore.
Theodore, come here. Hang on.
Yeah.
Hang on. I'll say
Ready,
that if it's
ready,
is
you go
Chip
through.
No. I don't
Chips.
go through before Theodore does. No fucking
Chip's
way.
through.
All right, Chip's through.
Yeah,
Yep.
All right, Theodore.
It is purely. Who's gone with Cecilia?
Well, we put
Yeah,
Cecilia through, but I don't go through until Theodore does.
Okay.
Teddy's trying to figure out if he can.
Alright, so it is Teddy, Reddy, and
them.
Butcher standing atop this this mountain.
So we're looking behind us, and there's like a horde of Tyranids, basically, like
Yeah,
flooding.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like that end scene, not the end scene, but it's like that scene from Aliens vs. Predator where he's standing on top of the pyramid and it's just fucking xenomorphs.
All right. And as Butcher is in front of you guys, he will. It's almost as if there's a heat haze coming off of him.
I think you fired just quietly.
It almost you look at his plastic and he sort of his arms are sort of melting, but it's like melting upwards, like the plastic
bubbling up.
on his body's bubbling up and is almost lifting. And Butcher will grab the sheriff's badge off of his hat and go,
Oh.
Teddy, I'm giving this to you. Just remember me by. I'm gonna seal this fucking door from this side, and gives it to you. Pins it on Teddy's chest. This is for you. I'm gonna seal the door, and he'll just push you two straight through the gate, through the portal.
Holy shit!
And he's gonna use his ulti as he starts glowing from almost from the inside out. And he'll look into the portal, and he'll say to Teddy, if Teddy's still standing on the other side of the portal watching.
Oh yeah.
No, we've gone and shut the door, mate.
Yeah. All I ever wanted to do was protect everyone, and it was nearly impossible. I failed at most of these tasks. And that's the sin that I've always had to bear.
There.
So, yeah, classic. So this time, I'll protect everyone. And he'll sort of just turn and walk a few paces towards the onslaught that's coming as they sort of like round up over the top and just launch at him. It's just your the door will just disappear.
Yeah.
Gone.
There is a blinding flash from beyond the door where you can sort of see this shimmering vision of Butcher standing on top of the mountain. All these disgusting, decrepit-looking creatures just launching at him, just about to reach him. And a heat wash comes out of the doorway as it seals up and just blows you all out from underneath the bed there. You scattered around on the floor. You're like ringing in your ears, and you sort of realise Butcher is gone and the door has sealed behind him. You're all lying down there on the. You're all lying down there on the floor, like. You feel a sense of relief as you now see the first rays of dawn peeking through Billy's bedroom window, and you sort of relax and you sort of massive sense of relief that you have done what you needed to do. You've saved the kids. As you sort of look left and look right, you see them all sort of lying down on the ground like,
I look at all the kids.
Yep.
How are we going to explain this to Mom?
sleepover. We don't explain anything, by the way. Blah.
And then, so you three all sort of just roll and crawl into together, and you sort of take a moment looking at each other's eyes, and you sort of nod silently to each other, just sort of taking stock of Butcher's sacrifice. And then you hear a laugh from very close and behind you. Ha 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 ha. Oh, the king is dead. And then a heavy booted foot lands on the back of Reddy's neck. And you all look up and follow the boot up, and you see with metallic braces on either side of his legs and a hockey stick slapping against his open palm with a menacing look on his face is Ken. And he leans down over you and says, "Long live the king."
Cecilia!
Cut to black. Title card to be continued.
Here's 9 ways from fucked.
And
the kids just have to pick him up and throw
thus
him out the
ends
door.
Underbed, the mini-series.
Well done.
Holy shit.
Well, mate. Awesome.
Nathan, you bastard.
Hey?
Nathan, you bastard.
What?
You stole my thing.
I knew it.
I know.
Damn, that was good.
It's the whole Butcher arc. He was the hero of them all.
Fucker.
Well, hopefully you guys all enjoyed that.
Christ!
It
was
honestly
really
felt a little rushed on my part, but oh well.
Average at best.
Yeah.
That was good, mate. Well done.
Cheers.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's
Wode
my first
survived, right?
campaign. Hey?
Wode survived, right?
Yeah, he's in the room with you guys. Yeah.
Well done.
Well, I voted.
Yeah, that was just shit. Holy, I'm still just wrapping my head around shit.
Yeah. Cool. So why don't you guys send me your votes for player of the match? So for the next time we pick up the Underbed story, if that's something people might be interested in, maybe we can use those inspos there.
Good gear. I mean, well, the Butcher won't be, but that's, you know.
It's got a brother there that you could probably play.
Da-da-da-da-da.
A little bit skinnier, but you know.
Don't worry, I'll take over
Is it
for
really
I'll take over for Butcher and just continue to give Wode shit relentlessly. I'll do it in Butcher's honor, you know.
Yeah.
I can just see Nathan playing Wode as, I wish I was like Butcher.
I don't think I'd want to play Wode, to be honest. Just so that I could play a new character who just hangs shit on him too. Just so that is a running joke through the seasons.
Oh shit.
At least I'm Wode's friend. Yeah. Solution to Ken. Cecilia, can you throw him in the bin, please? You know
should
we're
probably-
alive.
She probably has a mind blank.
Hey, look, a
Is it
talking bear.
Mine's not loading, so I sent you one on Messenger.
Okay.
Nah, good gear. That was a sick ending.
That was good. That was really good.
Okay. We have Landslide, Teddy.
Easy.
Nah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, guys.
Congratulations, Teddy, for
Bush
the
Bash.
for the outstanding performance tonight.
Teddy's
I agree.
just a weenie. Mainly, he was a weenie
Shit.
because he kept failing all of his
Our
roles.
moral compass.
Yeah. Even Butcher believed in you, mate. He gave you sheriff's badge.
And now he got a little badge.
Now you need to adjust the fan art.
Fuck. It's okay. Just no, I didn't put any overlays, so I should be all right to do that. I have completely removed Butcher.
Awesome. It's an awesome
Just
drawing.
like,
I love
just
it.
fade him out into like the black and white. Everyone else's colour.
It's a crude cross through.
Yeah. Just cray on it.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
man.
Well, we might wrap the stream up there and have a bit of a chat afterwards offline. But thank you so much for sticking with us over the past 10 episodes of Underbed. It's been one of the best experiences with D&D I've had. It was so cool to just create this world and
Hats
let
off to you,
guys
mate.
run
Well done.
through it.
Yeah, you're
Cheers.
welcome.
Totes looking forward to Underbed Season 2.
Yeah, good run, mate. Good run.
Yeah, I've already thanks to Nathan sort of prompting me. He's like, "Hey, you should do a season 2." I'm like, oh, I didn't really want to. I wanted to do it as a standalone thing, but now it's like, shit. Now I've got some really cool ideas that I want to play with. For
You've definitely
what happens
fleshed the
next,
word
so-
out.
yeah. So we'll see. We're going to be playing a new game next week and new DM. You get to actually get back in and play for a bit.
So good on you, Jake.
Yeah. Thanks. Up.
Hey,
We're basically just playing an online version of the old test match board game.
Yeah. Yeah. Jesus.
Do we want to spill what we're actually doing, or
Right? Yeah, bugger it. So next week we'll be kicking off good old adventures in Middle Earth. Beep, 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 beep.
Nice.
Which I will be running as something different to get us back into a bit of a fantasy thing, because we've done space, we've done toys, so now we'll go back to a bit of
I
the old...
consider toys modern, right?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Modernish.
modernish. Yeah. So now we'll get back in time.
it's not? It's sort of like it's fantasy, but not high fantasy.
That's right.
Urban fantasy, we call it. Yeah.
So,
good old
I mean, we've
Chancellor.
thrown all sorts of ideas of what we want to do, and I think the template of the mini series kind of keeps things fresh and interesting until we find something that gives us an opportunity to sort of play a few different things, a few different systems. I mean, we could try something completely. Who knows? 10 weeks time, we might try some Star Wars or something.
Yeah.
Could be cool. But Lord of the Rings next week. Get amongst it.
See how it
Hopefully you
goes.
guys enjoyed it, and I guess that's it for Underbed for a while.
Yeah, boy.
Can't wait for more.
So tune in next week, 8 o'clock-ish SA time. Otherwise, if you're like me over in Perth, it's like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. All right. We'll see you next week, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
So yeah,
Checking it out, guys.
See you well.
eat more rice.